We also offer roll-off container service for large cleanups. Plus, we sell used auto parts. Find us on Route 113 in Lincoln, Delaware, or at fitzgeralds.us. And remember, we recycle cars. Jesus recycles people.
Let me tell you about no-nonsense office machines. They can deport viruses better than anyone. They can kick out those deplorable hacks. They can build you a faster, stronger computer to save you bigly from inflation. Believe me, they're going to stop the nonsense. It's going to be fast. It's going to be easy, and you're going to love it. Visit nononsenseoffice.com or call 302-856-7381. And they
From the Jersey Shore to the Delaware beaches, this is WNJD, Cape May, Lewis.
And everybody, good morning, and welcome to the 603rd, 603 edition of Weller Does Delmarva. Okay, so folks, we appreciate you. We've been doing this show now about 12 years, and we are live. So if you wonder where we're at, we would like you to come join us. Everybody is welcome. There's plenty of room. There's plenty of parking. We are at the Palace in Milford, Delaware, and everybody is invited. They are open, and they're ready for you. So whether you want to come for breakfast, maybe you want to come later on today for lunch or dinner, 7 days a week, it's everybody's go-to place for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Palace in Milford, Delaware. We got a lot of different guests today. We got some special events coming up, so it's going to be a good time. I don't know if we're going to be able to take many phone calls. We also have a little bit of a drawing, like a giveaway here inside the Palace where we give some things away. So if you're interested in that, when you come in, get a hold of a gentleman named Jim Bosco. Jim Bosco will give you a ticket, which gives you an opportunity to be part of the group that may or may not win something. Colin Walls, here we go. Okay. All right, how you doing today?
Good, how you doing?
Wonderful. Isn't it a beautiful day out?
It is a beautiful day out.
It's
Yeah,
going to be a great weekend.
It's going to be great. I hear it's going to hit the 80s this weekend.
The 80s.
What Hunter's telling us. So,
on the Yacht Rock?
Yeah, Yacht Rock. It's going to be 102.3 on the Yacht Rock.
Is it really?
Yes.
All right.
Yacht Rock weekends. Let's talk about that real quick. So
starts at noon,
coming up at noon today, it's hot rock. Yacht Rock weekends. Yacht Rock weekends.
Rocking the hits.
On Fine Day 102.3. So, all the great yacht, smooth, mellow tunes with a little extra stuff mixed in there sometimes. So,
so it's every Saturday and Sunday, right?
Every Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, we do take a little break on Sunday mornings.
So is it Saturday and Sunday starting at noon?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Saturday,
so check
Sunday
it out.
starting at
Denise
noon.
and I really like it. It's very
it's
mellow.
Good. Hey, download our app. So if you haven't downloaded our app, it's called the Fine Day Radio app. So just go to your app store, whether you've got an Android or you have a Apple iPhone or iPad, you can download the app, the Fine Day Radio app.
Download it in your car, can't you?
You can. So, you'll download it to your phone.
Oh, is that how it works?
And if you have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, it actually works right in your dash.
Okay. It works. It does in mine. I didn't know that's how it worked.
Yeah, nice display. So works really good there. Also, if you have a Amazon Echo device or Alexa, whatever you want to call it, so you can say, Alexa, enable Fine Day Radio. That's the first thing you say. So you got to enable that skill. You say, Alexa, enable Fine Day Radio. Yeah, once it's enabled, all you have to do is say, Alexa or Echo, whatever your device is named, play Fine Day Radio.
And that's it.
Yep. And then you'll hear a nice Weller's ad.
Yes.
It's actually not an ad. It's just kind of says that it's sponsored by Weller's Utility Trailer. So, and that's for sale. So you can outbid Jim on that.
On that, yes. And and then people might hear that thousands of times a month. Anytime anybody says, Alexa, play Fine Day Radio.
Right. Boom. It says that. And then there's one after it also.
Yeah. When you say, Alexa, stop the music, it says, have a fine day or something like that. Yeah.
Have a fine day. You can hear us over the air or whatever.
Yep.
So anyway, we are over the air. Our main thing is we're an over-the-air radio station, Fine Day 102.3. Our tower is in Wildwood, New Jersey. We're licensed to Cape May, but the radio station comes over to Delaware. It covers all the way up to Vineland, Atlantic City, and lots of places in between. So, it's a full-power station, FM station.
I want to tell people about our Wednesday show, if I could.
Wednesday, all right.
Wednesdays, okay. We agreed to be at Slinger's Pizza and Grill for 4 months. So the end of April, our contract will be fulfilled there.
Okay.
After that, we're going to do something that we didn't ever agree to do in the beginning, but we've had so many requests, we're going to do it.
And we think it's going to be fun.
We think it's going to be
number
fun.
one.
That's why we're doing it.
Yes.
We originally wanted to be locked in somewhere for 4-month increments, okay?
Yeah.
But with the weather getting warmer and stuff like that, we have decided we will come to you, your business, your organization one time. In other words, you don't have to agree to a 4-month contract.
Right.
You can hire us one time for only $275. Now, that's in the local area. We will travel.
What do you
but
call
there
in the
will
local
be,
area? Let's
I would
define
say
that.
Sussex County.
Sussex County, Delaware. There's a
that's
Sussex
good
County,
point.
New Jersey.
That's right. So Sussex County, Delaware.
Okay.
We pretty much will go anywhere there. But if you need us to drift over into Maryland or cross and over into New Jersey,
Right.
or something like that, we will do it. There will just be some travel expense. Okay?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, when we go over to Cape May or
Something like
Wildwood or
that.
anywhere like that, yeah, we got to get the ferry across.
But we're only starting at $275.
Right, exactly.
Call any other radio station and ask how much a 2-hour remote is. You'll be pushing $1,000. So we are.
It'll be
a bargain.
$1,000, and you're not going to get a full 2 hours. You're going to get cut-ins, so it'll be
Right.
playing music, and then you'll get a cut-in, during where
This
the
is
commercial
a
breaks
full
would be.
2 hours, and we can talk about you and your business. Oh, okay. So anyway, if you have any questions about what I was just talking about, call me, Jim Weller, 302-542-9157, okay?
Yeah, fantastic
All right.
deal, Jim. Thank you.
It is. Thank you, Colin. All right, everybody, we are on Delaware 105.9. We are now on 2 radio stations, 1 TV station. We're in the Palace in Milford, and we're here for you. So I want to brag real quick on one of my sponsors. This is a sponsor segment. This is about Jerry's Lawn and Tree Care, okay? So Jerry Santoro is a sponsor of the show. We appreciate Jerry. He's been supporting this show for years and years and years and years. So with that said, I want to let you know, if you're contemplating who's going to do your lawn care, okay? Call Jerry, all right? Whether it's commercial, whether it's residential, whether it's a small lot, a big lot, whatever, Jerry Santoro. He does tree work, tree trimming, digs up stumps, grinds up stumps. He does lot clearing. He has mulch for sale. He's very knowledgeable at what he does. So if you have a question, he does pavers, he does irrigation systems, and many things. So if you're looking for somebody that's honest and fair and will show up and has the team to get the job done, it's Jerry's Lawn and Tree Care. His name is Jerry Santoro. His number is 302-363-6025. You should dial it right in that order. 302-363-6025. Jerry's Lawn and Tree Care. On the web, it's JLC-LLC.com. But on Facebook, it's Jerry's Lawn and Tree Care. Give Jerry a call today. Tell him Jim Weller sent you. He will do a good job. And we want to say thank you, Jerry. He has been supporting this show for over 10 years, and we appreciate that. All right, we're going to take a picture. All right, so we got a couple gentlemen here from the Milford Museum. Is that correct?
That's right, Jimmy.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Tom Summers
Yes?
and Bob Mead. How you
Hello.
doing? How's everybody? What's going on? So you're both like what I call you volunteers at the museum, or?
I'm actually the executive director at
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And Bob's our docent on Thursdays. He actually does
wow.
tours on every Thursday.
Really?
He comes and volunteers.
Well, good. He seems very knowledgeable.
He does a great job.
He does. He does a great job. So I need you to snuggle up to that a little better. But anyway, so what did you want to talk about today? The Milford Museum.
Well, there's a couple things, Jimmy. First of all, I want to mention that we are actually going to be moving soon.
heard that.
This summer, we're going to be moving to the old police station in Milford.
It's like in comparison. Is it twice as big?
It's more than twice as big.
More than
it's
twice as
it's about
big. Okay.
5,000 square feet where we are now, which is the old post office downtown.
Right.
And the older the police station, which is across from the new police station, is
Right.
about 12,000 square feet.
Oh, so this is a big.
Yeah,
big help.
it's a big move.
Okay.
It's a big move. So, and we're hoping that the Chamber of Commerce will move in there with us too.
Oh,
So
really?
we'll have a
That'd be
business
nice.
component. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
But really, what I want to talk about today is our American History series.
Okay.
And every second Tuesday of the month, or I'm sorry, every second Saturday of the month,
Okay.
we have a program either about a national issue or a national history event or a local event.
Okay.
And coming up in April, on April 12th, 1 o'clock at the Milford Library,
Okay.
is going to be Lincoln's final hours.
Really?
Yeah, and anytime you mention Lincoln with a program, you get a lot of people coming out because
Sure.
everybody's kind of fascinated still
Right.
with Abraham Lincoln. So this is going to be, like I said, at 1 o'clock at the Milford Library. I would say, hey, let's have it at the museum.
Right.
But we get really big crowds. The last two crowds we've had have been over 130 people each.
Wow. What's the charge?
There's no charge. It's actually
okay. Well,
free.
that helps.
And a free charge means a lot of people are going to come out. We've done this since I came on board in July of 2023. And we've had over 2,000 people attend our events.
Now it's inside?
It's inside, yes.
Okay, so there's already chairs. You don't have to bring a chair.
You don't have to bring a chair.
Okay.
You just come and find a place. Now, I would say for this program, get there early.
Right. It's the 12th.
It is the 12th. It's
Saturday, the 12th of April.
Yes.
And about what time should they be there?
1 o'clock. I would say get there at least by 12:20 or 12:30.
Okay. And do they need to reserve anything, or just it's first come, first serve?
It's first come, first serve. I didn't want to get into a reservation system because that's a lot to do.
Yes, it is.
But like I said, the programs have really been well attended. In fact, we had some people at the last one that they saw what the crowd was and they turned around and walked out. And I hate to see that happen.
Right. Is it streamed anywhere?
It is not streamed.
Okay.
I don't have the staff to actually go ahead and stream it.
Okay.
I have had that question a lot of times.
Right.
But I just can't do it.
Now, is this a performance, or you stand up and speak, or what?
It is actually more of a lecture type series. There's a PowerPoint that goes with it. I don't do the program.
Oh, somebody else does.
We have guest speakers come in. This is actually a lady by the name of Kathy Canavan, and she's written a book called Lincoln's Final Hours.
Okay.
So she's coming down from Wilmington to talk about it. I've seen this one before. She's done a great job with it.
Wow. Well, this sounds like a very informative thing for you, the kids, or whoever wants to come, a part of history.
It is. And the next one we're doing actually next month in May is on the canning industry in Delaware. So we're doing more of a local event.
Okay.
And that one's going to be done by Ed Key, the former Secretary of Agriculture. You probably know Ed.
Yes. He will do a good job.
He will.
Wow. All right. Now, Bob, what do you do at the museum?
Give tours, basically. They call it a Dolson. That's the proper name.
How long have you been involved?
2-3 years, maybe.
Okay. And what are some of the interesting things you found in the museum?
Well, we have a federal Confederate money there, which is hard to come by. It's original.
Where was that used? Was that used in the South or the whole United States?
Confederate.
Okay.
This is during the Civil War.
Oh, and you got money from then?
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing.
They've got
paper and coin?
No, just paper.
Just paper. Okay.
Paper. And then we've got the frock that Dr. What's the guy's name?
Marshall.
Thank you. Dr. Marshall had. He had in the Civil War.
What's a frock?
It's just like a coat from the that he would wear normally.
Okay.
He was like a surgeon during the Civil War.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it have any bullet holes in it or anything?
I don't think so. I don't think you got that close.
Okay, just check it.
Okay.
Just check it.
And we have other uniforms like Charles Hammond. We have one of his uniforms that he has here. He's the president of the museum.
Really?
So we got that up there.
Would that have been part of Hammond Cadillac, do you think?
No.
No, okay, a different Hammond. All right, just check
He
it.
comes from the Fountain people.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can get him talking, a lot of times, like yesterday, I was giving a tour, and he kind of shows up. If you get him talking, he can really go into details about what Milford was like.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of neat.
Wow. So what else do I need to know? Anything else? I mean, the museum, like when is it open? If somebody couldn't make the second Saturday, when else can somebody come to the museum?
The museum itself is actually open Wednesday through Friday.
Every week?
Every week, 10 o'clock to 3. Those are our winter hours. We're getting ready to go back and hopefully open on Tuesdays as well.
Okay.
So, and it'll be the same hours, 10 to 3.
All right.
So yeah, if you can't make the Saturday programs at the library, please stop in the museum and say hello.
Is it just like stop in if you want to make a donation or something like that?
Yeah, we take all donations, but you give yourself about 30 or 40 minutes to get through the museum because there's quite a bit there to see.
I've been there, and what happens is you see this, and then you're like, oh, I remember that. You start reminiscing in your brain.
Exactly what happens, yes.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, I remember that, and it is really a walk back in time. Nothing's for sale, so it's not like they're trying to sell you anything. There is something for sale, though. What about them pictures? Remember them you mentioned?
No, they're
not for sale.
They're not for sale,
donation.
for donation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I went through. I couldn't find your.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, is there a website or a Facebook page?
Yeah, you can go ahead and I always just say look up Milford Museum online because it's easier than to just give you the website itself. Yeah. But if you look for Milford Museum, look for Milford Delaware Museum because there's so many Milfords out there in the United States. And you'll find what we have. And we actually have a special that we do each month called This Month in Milford History.
Okay.
And it's taken from the pages of the Milford Chronicle. We actually have all the hard copies of the Milford Chronicle going back to the 30s and 20s. And the newspaper actually has been around since the 1870s. A lot of the earlier ones are actually on the Library of Congress site.
Really?
Digitally. And Bob and some of the volunteers, they go through the different pages and pick out things each month. So this month we've actually got on, and we have guest hosts as well, but this month we have Carlton Adams and Ronnie Allen actually doing it. Okay. And the reason they're doing it is because they were part of the 1971 state basketball championship team.
Okay, yeah.
So we actually have guest hosts coming in and doing that, and they give 4 facts that were in the Chronicle during that month.
Wow.
So it's a little feature that we have online.
Sounds like very interesting. So that is online there.
It is online, yeah, each month.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go if that's okay.
It's good to see you, Jimmy.
Did you have anything else? I don't want you to miss anything.
I think we're good. Just remember us on April the 12th for Lincoln's Final Hours
Saturday
at the library.
Be there by 12:30 at the latest.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you.
It's nice seeing you both. Okay, and I appreciate what you're doing there. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. The Milford Museum. Look it up, everybody. Look it up online. All right, so we're in the Palace, and people are coming, people are going. Got another good sponsor segment. This is Excel Construction Group. Now, I've been talking about them quite a bit, and reminding people if you need concrete work. Now, you might be sitting there saying, I don't know if I need concrete work or not. I'll tell you something I think about every day when I leave my house. It is about tearing up our driveway and putting new concrete down.
Oh, that would be nice.
I do. I think about it. It's cracked up, stuff like that. We have a blacktop driveway, and I just think about it. But at Weller's, we sell metal buildings. And so a lot of the people that buy a building are like, where do I get a concrete floor? Well, you get it at Excel Construction, okay? So if you need concrete work, whether it's a sidewalk, whether it's for the floor of a building you're building, if you're building a new house and you're going to have a garage, or you need a big concrete slab or something like that, you're putting in a pool, you might need some concrete. So there's lots of different scenarios, and a lot of times you just leave it up to whoever's doing the job. But if you want to get involved and deal with the concrete people yourself, Excel Construction Group is owned by Danny Humphreys and his cousin Dave Dill. So if you hire them to do a job, they're not going to sub it out. If you meet with them and you like them and you hire them, they and their team are going to be the ones doing it. One of the owners of the company will always be on the scene, and they're very involved. They're very hands-on, hard workers, honest people. Prices are fair, but more importantly than any of all that is they know what they're doing, okay? And they're very detail-oriented. So it's called Excel Construction. Estimates are free. Another thing I did want to mention that if you are thinking about building a new home, they do build quality custom homes, okay? So if you want to talk about having a home built, they don't do remodeling or things like that, but they do concrete work, and they do it right. They have this big thing called a laser screed and ride-on trials. I mean, they really can handle a big project. I saw one the other day, a great big building that they were doing the floor. So concrete, or if you want to consider having a new home built, give them a call. So it is called Excel Construction Group. Phone number 302-349-9277. 302-349-9277. On the web, it's excelconstruction.group. Dave Dill and Danny Humphreys, two good people. I appreciate them supporting this show, and I would appreciate you considering them for your concrete work. Okay? Now, Denise has arrived.
Yes.
We're going to take a picture. All right, okay. Denise, how are you today?
Pretty good. How are you?
I am wonderful. We had a heck of a week.
Yes, we did. Busy
anniversary.
Week. Yeah, it was nice.
Yes, we went out to dinner. We went to the outlets.
It was fun.
We did some running around. We had a good time.
It was a good time.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
So, how long have we been married?
47 years.
47 years.
Yeah.
And what president is Donald Trump?
47th.
Yes.
You told
Very
me that.
soon.
I had
already
no
told you
idea.
that. Yeah, just messing with you.
I didn't know it, though.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so.
Talking about something a little different.
Different.
Right. I'm not really into telling other people's testimonies.
Okay.
But this just happened to come up on my news feed, and it brought back a memory.
Okay.
Okay. Do you remember Alice Cooper?
I can't forget him.
Okay.
Okay.
Alice Cooper was back like in the 70s.
Yep.
And I had this big poster of him in my bedroom.
Okay.
And I just loved his music. And I don't know why, because he was kind of a bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
Linda says, I just like bad boys.
Okay.
But he...
Till you met Saintly Jim.
Yeah. Anyway, because I thought a Christian. You know what I mean? I always believed in God. I loved Jesus. You know, went to Sunday school. Our family said grace before we ate. So I just always assumed I was just a Christian. But for some reason, Alice Cooper caught my eye.
Okay.
Well, anyway, what came up on my feed was he has been saved.
Okay.
And he was given his testimony on TBN, and it's called A Testimony of Finding Purpose Through God's Grace, God Healed Me.
Wow.
And it had to do with he was really bad on drugs and alcohol and had it all going on. He ended up in the hospital, and his doctor said, if you don't stop immediately, you're going to be dead like the rest of your friends. And he was able to walk away from it just like that. And he doesn't desire it a bit. And his whole testimony, it's a half an hour. You can go on YouTube and look it up. And it's God Healed Me, Alice Cooper. Yeah,
Wow.
and just look it up.
That would be a good story.
Yeah, that's a really good story. Anyway, to add to that, my sister just told me that the other day, she works for a car dealership, and she delivers vehicles all over the country.
Okay.
And she delivered a really nice truck to, tell me if you know this name. Now, I didn't because I wasn't into this person. But do you know Gene Simmons?
Yes.
Oh, Linda knows Gene Simmons.
Wow.
Yeah, he was in KISS.
Wow.
The group KISS. And I always thought they copied Alice Cooper. You know, with all the makeup, Alice Cooper had the makeup all over, and then KISS really had the makeup. I don't know which one was first, but I was the Alice Cooper fan, but not the KISS fan.
Did she get a picture with him?
Yeah, well, not a picture, but she said he is the nicest man, and he lives right in Sussex County. I'm not going to tell you where he lives, but she delivered him his truck, and he
so this wasn't all over the country.
No.
You're treading on personal information.
I know,
here, so
I'm not saying it. But anyway, am I saying
where it might not be Sussex County, Delaware, okay? So anyway, he lives in
it is, yeah.
Now we're going to start giving out customers information.
Okay, I'm not saying anymore. But anyway.
He was a nice guy.
Right, he was a nice guy, and she says he still has people over, friends from back in the back, and they all get together. Wouldn't it be cool if Alice Cooper's one of his friends, and he influences him? I don't know. I don't know anybody's testimony.
People do influence people.
Right. But,
that's why we're here. Folks.
But, you know, Alice Cooper was here recently, and somebody told me
What did he have for breakfast?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
Alice Cooper was here to do something.
Oh, a show.
And somebody told me, and I said, I don't want to go back to those days. I couldn't watch Alice Cooper again. Well, he was probably giving his testimony for all I know, you know?
You snubbed him.
I snubbed him. I was too good for him.
Wow.
Anyway, so that's that. So enough with music. My music did change through the years, though.
Okay.
Because I went from that kind of music to 80s, pop music.
You never got hung up on country?
No, never liked country. And then when Bill Sammons came around, he turned the whole Milford area into Christian, contemporary Christian music, and that
nobody had ever heard of it.
No, and it was unreal. And he would bring the artists, and they would be like superstars to us,
and we had no idea who they were.
No, we did. We knew them all. I loved it. I just loved it. But anyway, so that's enough for my music story. But I did want to tell you one thing that I am planning on doing.
Okay.
Because I love Easter.
Okay.
I love Easter more than Christmas. I think
she does not love the Easter
Bunny. No.
Okay.
Easter Bunny is out just like Santa Claus is out.
Okay.
But anyway, I feel they take God's,
Yep. It's just not something she's into.
Okay,
She doesn't want to take the focus on
Right.
the true meaning of Christmas and the true meaning of Easter.
right, I mean, just give them their own holidays, you know? Anyway, so at the museum over to Washington, the Bible Museum, me and some friends are going to an Easter brunch. It's on Good Friday and the Saturday after Good Friday.
What are you,
So
driving
Friday
so
and
far, taking the train?
Right, we go into the New Carlton station.
Okay.
And then we take the train, and it drops you right off there, right off at the museum.
Really?
Yeah, anyway,
I've been to the museum.
it's a brunch, and they
Okay.
have two times when you can go, and it is a Easter brunch that draws on the complex flavors of Israeli cuisine.
So that's what they're serving?
Yeah.
Israeli cuisine.
Yeah, I thought it
Okay.
sounded kind of
That
cool.
sounds interesting.
Goes right good with Good Friday and things.
It does.
Anyway.
Wow. So are you going?
Yes, I'm going. I already have tickets. Tickets are $55.
Okay.
And I'm just putting this out there. All you have to do is go on the Museum of the Bible in Washington, D.C. website, and you'll see Easter brunch come up. It's on the April 18th and 19th. Both days have two times at
Okay.
10:30 and 12 o'clock.
Excellent. So she'll be giving a full report on that.
Yeah, it'll be
How
fun.
the food was, how the trip was, and everything.
I think it would be a lot of fun.
Easter's coming.
Easter is coming. I
no
just
matter
love
what.
Easter.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
what else you got? Anything else?
That's it. I'm done.
Okay. We got a busy day, busy weekend.
Yeah.
Lots of things happening. The weather's turning. You
I
enjoy
know.
that very
I'm
much.
all excited with good weather.
Good weather. So.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to move on to the next thing. Is that all right?
Okay.
You did good, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, full report coming up on her trip to Washington. She actually went one time with her friends, was going to buy something in the gift shop. Okay. She didn't buy it, and she turned around and went right back the next day. All right. With that said, we are at the Palace, and we want to invite you to come out and hang out, have breakfast, and so on and so forth. All right. But I do want to say that this show is going to be possibly moving in the next 60, 90 days. So if you're out there and you happen to own a restaurant and you would like to host the show, that means you would pay us to be here. So it's not free, is all I'm saying. We would love to talk. Okay? All right, so with that said, let me do one of my sponsor segments. His name is George Luff. His son is Tyler Luff, and they are my accountant, okay? So if you need a good accountant for your business, they have done a great job for me for over 25 years, maybe over 30 years. So we use them for many things. I have many businesses, many LLCs, many properties, and things like that. So if you're looking for a good accounting firm, he does have an office down in Rehoboth. He has one in Dover, and he has one in Milford. So very accommodating. They're really good people. There's a whole team of people there. So it's George and his son Tyler, and all the team at Luff & Associates can help you out, whether it's tax-related things, whether you want them to help you with some bookkeeping issues, or whatever it may be. Give them a call. Another thing they do that I'm very happy they do is they do payroll. So they have a system called Easy Payroll. So at Weller's, they've been doing our payroll for us for years. They take care of everything, get everything filed, get everything set up and handled, and we appreciate that. So if you have a business, you're doing your own payroll, and you're just sick of it, or you've been dealing with a company that's maybe not been delivering the local level of service that you'd like to have, give Luff & Associates a call today. And, well, if you call today, you're going to leave a message. But call today. Leave a message. Say Jim was talking about you. And see what they can do for you, whether it's accounting, whether it's help with your payroll, whether you need advice with something, whatever it may be. It's Luff & Associates. Phone number's 302-422-9699. 302-422-9699. Dial it in that order. And, of course, on the web, it's luffcpas.com. All right, Weller's is going to be open. I saw my son Jimmy about 6 o'clock this morning, went into work, did a video. It's going to be an insane day at Weller's in Bridgeville. So if you need a trailer, I can tell you this. The tariffs are real. We're going to see price increases on things. And it just is what it is, okay? So just to let you know, we have a lot of stuff on sale that ends today. and then probably in the next week or two, we're probably going to get hit with some tariffs, okay? So we're trying to work around it. Some of the companies I'm dealing with are trying to figure out how they can minimize what they charge, but today is a good day. But I need to tell you in advance, they've got about 20 deals they've got to do already today, and there's only 3 people there, and they'll do their best. But when you come, please be patient. But you got to get it done today by 2. Okay, we're taking a break from 105.9. Switch over to Jim Weller's Facebook page. I don't want you to miss a thing. All right, everybody. So for my Fine Day Radio and TV Delmarva and Facebook and YouTube audience, thank you very much for being there for me and with me. And I just want to say that we are at the Palace in Milford, Delaware. And the crowd is forming. And if you go by and the parking lot looks full, come on in anyway. There's plenty of seats.
Yes.
There's 2 ends to the building, and there's a middle.
Wow.
2 ends and a middle.
And this is going to blow your mind. There's a front and a back of this building, too.
There is.
Yep, with 4 corners. Mm-hmm. Maybe more.
And a roof.
And a roof, right.
All right, Colin Walsh.
Good morning.
How is everything?
It's good. It's good. So Wall Service Center is open today. They'll be open at
8
o'clock. Colin and Jonathan will be there.
All right.
And I think Brian will be there. So it'll be a full house there.
Full house.
Yep. So if you need anything done on your car, give them a call starting at 8 o'clock or just go to wallservicecenter.com. You can schedule an appointment there. Whatever you need from your car, everything from putting air in your tires all the way up to replacing an engine or a transmission.
Yes.
We did a transmission the other day. We had it out and back in.
In a day or two?
In a day.
In a day?
Yep.
Very efficient.
You know, I used to pull 4 and 5 transmissions out a day.
Did you really?
Put them in, too.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, when I was doing transmissions.
This is what you call experience.
It is, yes.
You know what I mean? Knowing what you're doing, knowing how to do it. You know, everybody could say, I can do it, but it doesn't mean they can do it. You know,
I love the Chevy work vans. Remember the Chevy work vans?
Yeah.
You know, like a mid-90s, something like that. I could have them out in about 15 minutes. The transmission
Really?
out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The only
They were
bad thing
easy.
about a van is you can't put it but so high up in the air on the lift.
Well,
or does
yeah,
it
but-
have a special lift for vans?
Well, we had a high roof.
High
at
roof,
the transmission
okay.
shop.
Okay, so that's the key. The
High ceiling.
roof.
High ceiling, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Have you
Yes.
ever lifted something and it hit?
So yeah, we had like ladder rack, like the metal points. We didn't see the points sticking up, and it hit. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but at the transmission shop, no, because the ceiling was so high there that
Wow.
nothing
okay.
ever hit.
Nothing ever hit.
No. If
All
you were,
The
if
sky
you could fit
was
in the
the
door,
limit.
it wouldn't hit.
Okay. Wow.
Yep.
So you can replace the transmission.
Yes, we can
A
replace
motor.
an engine. Mhm.
Yep. And you
A
get
motor
it for the
or an
people.
engine.
Right. Like the people don't have to worry about getting it, acquiring it.
No.
You come on in. You got a transmission problem.
As a matter of
if it's-
fact, we won't even use your parts because we
Okay,
can't
so
for
you-
insurance purposes.
Right. Okay. So you want to be the one. Well, you got to be the one to get it.
Yes.
But you can get it. That's the thing. My mind immediately goes to how do I round it up?
Really? Why?
I don't know why. I guess because I just look at your building and I'm like, where's he storing these motors and transmissions? I don't know why. I just thought of it. Every time you say it, I think I want to make sure people know you'll get the motor,
Yes.
you'll get the transmission.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and there's reasoning behind that. Number one, our insurance company doesn't like that. They've told us that if
You want to know where the stuff came from.
exactly so because if we put something on that fails
up.
in a way that
or
causes
locks
a
up or
problem,
whatever, you just want to
Right.
know that
Right.
there's a warranty. And there comes with a warranty, right?
Exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
it does. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, well, let's switch gears a little bit here. Now that we're talking about transmissions, let's shift
switch the
gears. We're going to
tires?
switch into overdrive, Jim.
Overdrive.
Yes.
Okay.
We want to talk about Fine Day Radio. So we do have a remote broadcast. We have our normal, Saturdays and Wednesdays,
Mm-hmm.
of course, but we've got a special one coming up next Saturday.
Next Saturday is
after
April.
this show.
Right, 11 o'clock, 11 to 1.
Yeah, so we've got to leave here, hustle down to Seaford.
Yeah, set up.
And get
Try
on
to
the air.
remind me, we need to bring the tent.
Bring the tent.
Tent. They're sitting right in my office.
All right.
Tent for Saturday.
He's got a roof leak in his office, so put a tent up in there to
I got 2 of them in
keep the
there.
rain off his head.
No, you know what I mean, the easy up
Yeah, I
thing.
know what you mean. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, we're going to be
Yeah.
at Slinger's Pizza and Grill in the parking lot
Right.
next Saturday, April 5th. And there's a car show. Mm-hmm. Probably one of the first
But
ones of the
it's
season.
not like a regular car show.
Oh, no, these are race cars.
These are race cars that, like the local dirt track
They
cars.
get to the end of the track and
go-karts.
turn left.
Yeah.
Yep, and then they do it again.
Yeah.
And again.
Are they going to do a demonstration out in the parking lot, like a mini race?
You remember when the go-karts raced downtown Milford?
I don't, but I've heard about it. Yeah, that was before my time.
Maybe they could have some small go-kart racing going on in the parking lot.
Right, yes.
We'll see. Great idea.
We'll see about that.
Okay.
So but yeah, they're going to have a little car show out there. Not a little. It's going to be a big dirt track cars.
Get your picture taken with a car. Bring the kids, the grandkids.
Yeah. So they're calling them the local celebrities. The local racing celebrities will be out there. And we're going to broadcast from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
And come out and see us.
Yep. And Slinger's Pizza and Grill will be open.
Yes.
So you can get a bite to eat. Lickety Splits ice cream will probably be open too.
I would think so.
So come hungry. If you come to this event, come hungry, okay? So that is next Saturday, April 5th. April 5th. We'll be there.
11 a.m.
It goes to 11 to 2, but we're broadcasting from 11 to 1.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Come on out to the event. Come on out and see us, but come out to the event also and buy some food from Slingers, buy some ice cream from Lickety Splits, and
we'll be giving away something. Stop by and say hi. Yeah, we'll be giving away gift cards.
Are you giving away their free napkins?
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Okay. I got to think about what I'm giving away, but we'll come up with something.
Okay.
We don't have any keychains left. We never had any keychains.
Fine Day Radio keychains?
Did we?
No, we never had any Fine Day Radio keychains.
I ought to get some of that.
I've got some TV Delmarva keychains. I'll bring those.
Okay.
We'll get some TV Delmarva keychains out.
I'm making.
You got some Weller's keychains?
No.
You're out of
all I have left.
Wow.
I just found them. That's what prompted me. I didn't know they were such a big hit.
So if anybody has some that they're not using, you'll take them back.
Bring them on in, right. But if you haven't seen these keychains,
program.
These are really a buyback program. Depends on what size magazine.
You'll
but
give them
anyway,
exactly what they paid for them.
Yes. But they're nice quality, made in America keychains. Probably worth $5 or $6. We've been giving them away.
With all Chinese parts? No, I'm just
No, I don't know.
I think it's all.
I don't know.
Sourced locally, yeah.
For all I know, the thread came from China.
Right. This came from the nylon mines in Alabama.
Yes. All right, I got it. Thank you. All right, everybody.
All right.
So check us out. Keep an eye on us and check me out on Facebook. All right.
Yeah, we'll talk about a website next time I'm on where you can find out where we're going to be.
Okay, you do that. Or we'll do that. Yes. Keep an eye on me. Keep an eye on the website. All right. All right. We're sitting inside. I forgot the name of the restaurant. The Palace. We're in the Palace in Milford, Delaware. Milford, Delaware. The Palace. And I want to brag real quick on my insurance agent. The insurance company that I like dealing with is L&W Insurance Company, okay? So it's not Ellen, it's L&W Insurance. A guy named Bill Strickland owns it. He happens to be the guy I deal with, but he's got a whole team of people in there. And I'll give you an example. Of insurance. People say, Jim, you have too many insurance issues. I don't. But I have things going on, and I always ask, should I get insurance? Well, guess what we're doing? We're having a big wedding reception at our house, 250 people. And I said to them, I'll tell you what happened. I rented a tent, and the tent guy had insurance in there in case something happens and he gets sued. And I'm like, I wonder if I'm properly insured. Well, I'm not, because it's not. Anyway, so I'm getting insurance to make sure that in the event something happens, you trip going up or down the ladder to the porta potty, or you choke on an artichoke, or anything, or the tent collapses, I want to be insured. I'm going to get it, so I didn't know it existed. And then when I got the form, I'm like, I never thought of this example, this example, this example. You know, is there going to be alcohol? Are kids going to be riding golf carts? Are there going to be golf carts? I never thought of all these things. So I am really glad, because all of those things, except there won't be any drinking. Other than that, it'll all be happening, okay? Kids will be driving golf carts. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure I'm properly insured. Any questions about insurance for your car, your truck, life insurance, health insurance, media insurance, liability insurance, whatever it may be, just call L&W. If you rent an apartment and you've never heard of renter's insurance, you might want to check into it. If you own an apartment and you rent it to somebody, you want to make sure your tenants have renter's insurance, okay? So any questions, give L&W a call. It's 302-856-7828. Let me make sure I said it right. I did. 302-856-7828, lwinsurance.com on the web. All right, now we're going to take a picture. Smile pretty. Senator Brian Pettyjohn is here. It's such an honor to be in your presence.
Oh, Jim.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Doing good, yeah.
Couple things. I have you on, and I usually talk generically.
Right.
Today, is there anything specific that you would like to talk about?
What's going on up in Dover? I mean,
okay, what is going on in Dover?
We're in legislative session right now.
Yes.
So that means we meet up in Dover Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Actually, not this coming week. We are looking at the capital improvement budget, the bond bill.
Oh, big money.
Yeah, big money. That's the money that goes to things like the courthouses that are being constructed in Dover and Georgetown, the improvements to state facilities, school construction, all that stuff. That's being discussed this coming week up in Dover, Monday through Thursday, and then we're back in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for the next 2 weeks after that. Doing bills, doing the legislative work up there before we go on Easter break.
Okay.
For a couple weeks, but I will say that it's going to be very interesting this year. A lot of people that are more recently looking at what's going on up in Dover are going to be surprised.
Okay.
We have been, I guess, fortunate. I don't know how you want to put it, that we've had really good budget years the last couple of years.
Managed the money well.
Well, a lot of money was coming in.
Okay.
A lot of money was coming
in the right direction.
So we were able to turn a lot of that money back around to nonprofits and give them money. We had this program that was started called Community Reinvestment, where we were able to provide money to a lot of different nonprofits for projects that they had to some of our towns. For different things that were going on. So we were able to do that. Now, maybe not so much.
Okay.
The next couple of years. So things are starting to, we're going to do some belt tightening, which I think is good.
Okay. And it's a cycle.
It is a cycle. The economy kind of ebbs and flows. So, we're going to be cutting things back and pulling things back probably for the next couple of years until the economy gets back going again. But, it's going to be a little bit different. A lot of the organizations around have been coming and have been able to get a lot of money from the state.
Might be a little different.
And it's going to be different the next few years.
Well, it just gives them an opportunity to figure out another way. Fundraisers, things like that.
Fundraisers, getting more community support rather than depending on the state for support.
Correct.
Which is also a good thing.
It is. I mean, because it does cause people to. Sometimes people don't even realize where money comes from.
That's right.
And sometimes you just got to roll up your sleeves and.
Well, and speaking of that, there's been a lot of talk here lately about a certain bill that's been in the General Assembly. It's Senate Bill 21. It's that corporate bill. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't realize probably close to 40% of the state revenue that we bring in comes from corporations.
No, and they don't even actually operating in Delaware.
Right.
They're just incorporated in Delaware.
Mm-hmm. So either from the corporations directly, which is about a third, plus everything else around that, like the lawyers that are employed here and their staff that are employed here. Buildings
that are rented to the lawyers.
Right.
People that feed them food.
Yes. The restaurants. Or, the restaurants that are in the county seats.
Right. The people that sell them gas as they come and go from town.
Right. Places like Harvard Business Services and Corporate Service Corporation, the registered agent, business that we have here in Delaware. So probably closer to 40%.
Trickle down. It's just a trickle everywhere.
It goes everywhere in Delaware. And, if we didn't have that corporate franchise, you'd be talking things like sales tax in Delaware. Mm-hmm. You'd be talking about personal property tax. Like they have in Virginia. You probably talk about statewide property tax as well for real estate. So there's a lot of things in Delaware that make our government run, but it's not funded by Delawareans. It's funded from outside of Delaware. So we passed that bill. There was, I think it was generated controversy. The people that opposed it were the legal groups that made their money by suing companies. And their boards of directors.
Okay.
So, that's where the big push and all of these paid advertisements a lot of people got were from those groups that make a lot of money by going through and suing corporations.
Wow.
Hundreds of millions of dollars. Well, they can still sue.
Okay.
Yeah. But kind of we rein them in a little bit.
Okay.
It makes it a little bit tougher. It makes it so that if companies follow a very prescribed set of procedures that, they kind of get this what's called safe harbor, that legally they've done the right thing. It used to be there was a little bit of gray area because instead of some of those statutes or some of those provisions being in law, they were based on previous court decisions. So you can get some gray area around the edges on some of those. But once you put it in law, it's a very bright line. And corporations, companies love predictability. So
they do. And
so
dependability.
And dependability.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that helps a lot.
Good.
But, that's what we've been doing here lately. Budgets and, all those other things, just kind of the grind. Hopefully we won't see as many bills that are expensive this year because of some of the fiscal stuff. So we'll see what happens. But, it's been an interesting couple of months up in Dover so far.
I feel like there's been a little more going on than normal. In other words, there's more things to pay, or the news has been stronger than normal.
The news has been stronger than normal.
Okay, I'll put it like that. It's been in my face a little more than what it was.
It has. And a lot of it has been that corporate bill because, again, it's a lot of the controversy has been generated by the parties that stand to, I'm not going to say they're going to lose money, but it's just going to be tougher for them to do some of their.
They're going to have to go earn it differently.
They're going to have to, they're going to have to work harder for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's what you do. In other words, when you want to get something done, you just work a little hard.
That's right. That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
Can I switch gears?
Absolutely.
Do you happen to have any memory of Eddie Pettyjohn
Oh,
you'd
good
like to
grief.
share?
Yes. I mean, I grew up not too far from Georgetown Speedway.
Okay.
So we were there all the time. I grew up in Cabbage Corner. I don't know if you know where Cabbage Corner is.
I'm not sure. So where all the cabbage is?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's kind of behind the airport there in Georgetown. So, during the summer, during the spring, fall, we'd hear the race cars all the time if we weren't there at the track. But, I always remember Eddie being this really tall guy.
No doubt, yeah.
And then I became a tall guy too.
Right.
But he was just, he was a really good guy. He would always, spend time, taking pictures, answering questions, let people look at the car, things like that. He was a good driver. He was a good driver and a good person. So
yeah, he was a good humanitarian.
Yes. And his services are coming up tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yep, up over at
they got 1 to 3.
1 to 3
is the viewing. I think then at 3 is the service. So
yeah,
everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to let you go. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks for coming, and thanks for always being supportive of the show.
Absolutely. You guys do great work.
We try.
All right.
Take care.
Thanks.
All right, see ya. All right, there he goes, Senator Brian Pettyjohn. All right, so this is a live show. We're right in Milford at the Palace, and as you can see, we just roll through people one after another, and we want to say thank you to the Palace for hosting the show. We're able to help a lot of nonprofits here with free advertising, and that's from our paid sponsors. So if you're one of the sponsors, we appreciate you doing this and buying time so I can buy the time to be able to help different organizations. So somebody is here right now. We're going to talk about, because I think you have an event coming up. Is that right? The Lions Club.
Well.
Or is it in general?
It's in general discussion about Lions and what we do in the communities.
We're going to take a picture.
I pulled my hair for this.
I can see that. I can see that. You got it matted down.
And we're just down the road from where we both lived.
That's right. It's Brad, right?
Well, my friend and partner, Darren, couldn't be here this morning because he has a bug, so he asked me if I would come and talk about the Lions. What we're looking for right now are people in the community to consider joining the Lions Club to help us continue the service we've been doing for many years.
Okay.
As many clubs have found out, membership will age out over a period of time, and we need to replace our aging out members. So that's what we're here for today, to talk about the service that we do in the community. When the Lions were formed, their primary focus, not to make a pun, was eyesight conservation preservation. They were challenged by Helen Keller in 1925 to be Knights of the Blind, and indeed, that's what we are. But over the period of time, we have changed and we've expanded our focus to other areas. Everything from hunger, the youth in our community, diabetes, childhood cancer, disaster relief, and the environment. We are a diverse organization, and we are open to everybody.
Okay. So men or women is fine.
I'm sorry?
Men or women.
That is correct. You have to be 18 years old to join. If you're a humanitarian-minded individual, we're asking you to join the Lions Club because, again, service is what we are. Our motto is we serve, and to do that, we need more hands. We have had many projects in the community, and we're very proud of some of the things we've done. One of them, I'm going to give you an example of the impact we have had. We had what we call a Journey for Sight. We raised $5,000. We decided to give that money to the Carlisle Fire Company to purchase a hearse tool.
Oh.
Interesting enough, 1/2 hour after we gave it to them, they used it right down the road at the intersection 113 and 14 to get a woman and her child out of the car. I was told that had they not had that hearse tool, those folks would have died.
Wow.
So we do a lot, and we need other people in the community to consider joining on with us. It's real simple.
You need help.
It's not hard. Yes, it costs money to join Lions Club, $80 a year. You stop and think about it, it's like $7 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Very cheap. Very
cheap. So basically, people 18 or older can join. It's a great networking opportunity.
Absolutely.
You're going to make some new friends, but you're also going to make a difference in the community.
Indeed, indeed. We have a program called preschool vision screening. Little children do not know that they cannot see. We go down to the Moore School in Lincoln. We screen over 400 children every year. And now we're now finding 15 to 20% of these kids have eye problems. Our Latino and Creole population has increased here. A lot of those kids have issues. They don't know it. And then we go down and find out that they have a problem. We refer them to the professionals. They, in turn, if they need glasses, will come to the Lions Club for assistance. And again, we thank the community for the support that they've given to us for our fundraisers, but we also need hands to continue what we're doing.
Yes. And you have like a machine. You literally go in the school.
Yes, this is
no charge to the kids.
No charge. No hands touch the child. I can screen a child that starts out at 6 months. I did my granddaughter. Thank goodness she passed. We have found children with tumors in their eyes, cataracts. There are a number of problems, but the one we're really trying to catch early is amblyopia, which is the lazy eye. Because if you catch it early, you can correct it. But after age 8, the brain develops pathways that can't be corrected. So cosmetically, you make them look good, but they still need refractive glasses.
So you're really not targeting children that have an eye. You're just screening the kids.
We screen everybody.
And you see what happens.
And see what comes up.
Wow. So the Lions Club, good organization. How do they learn more? Is there a website or Facebook?
Yes, there is. Lions Club International has a site called lionsclub.org. You can go there and get a wealth of information. The Milford Lions Club has a website too, and this is a little bit complex. It's called https and then //e-clubhouse.org/sites/Milford little mark DE/ Yeah, it's complex. Sorry about that.
Well,
folks.
that's okay.
But I'm going to tell you something. If you're looking for Milford Lions Club, be careful. There's one in Connecticut.
There is.
Yes, it's Milford DE Lions. Look for us, and I'll tell you what, you'll find a lot of great information.
What's the phone number at the Lions Club? Is there a phone number?
No, we don't have a phone number
Okay.
that's for the club, but you can call me at 302-284-8052. That's my home phone. And if you want, you can send me an email. It's C as in Charles, I as in India, B as in Bravo, 1147@AOL.com. And I'll get back to you. Okay. We will make contact with you. You can come visit one of our clubs. We would love to have you involved with a project. That's where it is. When you put your hands and your heart to work, you really get infected with the Lions fever.
Right, and it's rewarding. It feels good. You know, it looks good on a resume. I mean, it's just a good thing to do and be involved in.
You know, we all depart this world, and our resume is later after we're gone. It's what people remember us for. It's our legacy of what we established. And when you're a Lion, you have a great legacy.
Very good. Okay, young man.
Thank you for the opportunity to come here. Good to see you again.
Yep, and we'll see you sometime.
Have a good one.
All right, take care, folks. Consider getting involved. If you've never been involved in anything, or if you're involved in many things, get involved in one more thing. All right, what is happening here? We got many people coming and going, and Peninsula Chiropractic is my go-to place for chiropractic care. So you hear me talk about them every week. I was just there this week, all right? So Dr. Bud and Dr. T, they are chiropractors. So if you got a kink in your neck or your hip or your knee or your back, I go from my wrist or everything. So in other words, anything I got that just doesn't feel 100% right, if I'm not bleeding, I go to Peninsula Chiropractic Center, all right? So when you call to make an appointment, they're very accommodating. They'll get you in as quick as they can. They accept most insurances. So if you need chiropractic care, I'm telling you, I love dealing with these people. They've done a good job for me. I've recommended them for many years, and I've had many people call me up on their way home from the chiropractor saying, Jim, you were right. I felt better almost immediately, and that's what you want. All right, so PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web, and yes, they are on Facebook. What else is going on? Weller's is open. We're going to be swamped today. Okay, why? Because numerous things are happening today. Number one, our big trailer sale ends today. It ended at the end of the year, then the end of January, then February, then March. This is it. It's over. Today is the last day. Many trailers are discounted a ton. Don't worry about taking delivery today. Just get it paid for today, okay? But they've got over 20 deals lined up already. Our carports, they're 10% off. 10% off on any carport, $5,000 or more. So that's a $500 plus savings. That ends today. We must have the order sent in today by 2 o'clock. So just get to Weller's in Bridgeville. We'd rather you not call us. If you want to do it today, you want to get a trailer and save money today, you want to save money on a carport today, our advice is just get to Weller's in Bridgeville and we will get to you. Be patient, be courteous. We will also be courteous to you, please, okay? All right, Atkins Law Firm. This is Jason Atkins. I can't say enough good about the gentleman. I'm just very happy. There is 2 attorneys that work there, Jennifer Tart and Jason Atkins. Now, they are attorneys, so whether you want to sit down and do a will, a simple will, or a trust or an estate planning, whatever you may want to do there, they can help you with that. Any legal contracts, maybe you own a business, maybe you yourself are just getting ready to sell something. Maybe you're going to lend somebody money, maybe you're going to borrow money from somebody, whatever it may be, okay? I already mentioned land transactions. I use them a lot for that. But I just want to tell you, if you need a good attorney, you want somebody that when you talk to them, they're nice and pleasant and kind, and they'll explain things in a way. When you call and leave a message or email them, they get back to you. Maybe you own some rental properties and you want a nice new up-to-date lease, whatever you may need. So if you need any type of legal advice, any type of legal help, just give them a call, and they are very responsive, all right? I don't think they're in there on Saturdays, but I wouldn't be shocked if they get back to you quickly. 302-664-2791. 302-664-2791. It's the letter J, JAdkinsLaw.com, okay? And it's at 401 Broadkill Road in Milton. All right, Jason Atkins, thank you for the great service. All right, we're here today. It's a busy show. All right, you're like, man, you just got one after another. I honestly do, folks. All right, so not right this minute, but we're going to have Colin Walls on again. Then after that, we're going to have Steve McCarron on. And we're also going to have Miranda after a while. Linda Price is coming. And then a couple other interesting things are going to happen today, all right? So at Weller's in Bridgeville, there's a lot going on. You can call, but they might not have time to answer the phone. So the best thing to do is go to Weller's in Bridgeville, and they will take care of you, I promise, but they are already swamped. Jimmy got there at 6 o'clock to get started on things today. So it is the last day of our biggest sale we've had in years. And we would like to see you save money on a trailer, but all of the prices do expire today at 2 o'clock, all right? And it's Wellers.com. So if you want to see the prices, they're all right there. They might have started changing them already, but it's Wellers.com. I think the sale prices are still there. I don't know. They might have started putting the new prices. But anyway, either way, they'll take care of you. But the savings are substantial, so they're going to go off sale starting Tuesday, And then anytime in the next week or two, we'll also have the new prices based on the tariffs. So let's get you in there today. Even if you just want to lock in the price and put a deposit, you can do that. All right, what else is happening? Let's just talk real quick about Vanderwin's Ice Cream. I love Vanderwin's Ice Cream, okay? They do a good job for us. They've been a sponsor of the show for years. So we want to say thanks a lot to the Vanderwin family. Jesse Vanderwin also happens to be my state rep. So, Jesse, thank you for all you do. But I want to say they have a location in Georgetown now, okay? They have a location in Dewey, Fenwick Island. They have one in Philadelphia. They have one in Greenwood. They have one outside of Greenwood on 404. And I might have missed something, but they're everywhere. So whether you want a cone, whether you want a cup, whether you want a pint, whether you want a quart, whether you want to eat it in, whether you want to take it with you, whatever you want to do, look up Vanderwin's Creamery. So it's VanderwinFarmCreamery.com on the web, or look them up on Facebook too. Thank you to the Vanderwin family for your support of this show. What else is happening? We have a little giveaway we do. So if you come into the Palace before 9, make sure you see a guy named Jim Bosco. Jimmy Bosco. Jim Bosco, all right? And a lot of people know him. And he's walking around and he'll give you a little ticket. And he'll give you all the details of what that ticket is for. I haven't mentioned this in a long time. We still got a handful of those Coleman pop-up canopies. We're selling them for $127. If you happen to want one, I'll sell you one for $100. I just want to get rid of them. $100, a 13 by 13 pop-up canopy. We're taking a break from 105.9. For that audience, switch over to Jim Weller's Facebook page. Okay, everybody. I got to prep myself. There's going to be a station identification any moment now. 10 seconds. Count them down, Denise. So anyway, we're here in the Palace, and people are eating the parking lot.
From the Jersey Shore to the Delaware beaches, this is WNJD, Cape May, Lewis.
Cape May, Lewis, the Jersey Shore.
All right.
Delaware beaches.
Yes. We fulfilled our legal obligations for another hour.
Yep.
So that's good.
We have a lot going on. You know that?
We do have a lot going on, for sure. So, hey, I mentioned last time I was going to talk about a website. So the website is findairadio.com. You can go there. You can actually look and see where we're going to be, what events we're going to be at. And if you have an event, you can put your own event in there. So if you go to the top of the page, click on the events. There'll be the community calendar there. You'll see where we're going to be. You know, we've got the Slinger Show coming up, but also these live shows that we do because we're out and about doing that. But if you have a yard sale or, a big event going on, whatever it is, that the public can attend, you can actually put your info in right there.
How much does it cost?
It is free.
Oh, really?
But I'll give you an address to mail a $100 bill to if you want. If you feel like it.
But
I'll do that
if not,
later.
it's free.
If not, it's free. Exactly, yes.
This is something brand new that you kind of created and put on there.
Yeah, so up at the top of the website, findairadio.com, there's lots of other good stuff there. We got good South Jersey news. We've got good Delmarva news. We've got U.S. and world news there as well. Also, if you want to watch this show, you can go there right now. And if you look right on the right-hand side, we're streaming right there.
Really?
You can see it. Yeah, that's our TV Delmarva feed.
Stream. Okay.
So, if you ever want to watch TV Delmarva, you can do it right there as well. But when we're out and about, on the Wednesday show and this show, we're typically on TV Delmarva as well, live. So you can go right there and watch.
It's all at findairadio.com.
Findairadio.com, yep. So check that out. And if you do have an event, fill that out. We do have to approve it because we can't have people just putting random things up there that we don't want on our website because it is our website.
It is.
But do that, submit it, and then we'll get it approved as soon as we can. And I'm thinking like community-wide yard sales or
your church is having an event.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Or a political meeting or something like that.
Yeah, anything. Any kind of community event that the public can come out to and enjoy. All right, we did mention that we were going to be taking our Wednesday show. Instead of being locked down at one place every week, we're going to be moving around.
We've been at Slingers for 4 months.
I know, yeah.
At the end of April, it'll be 4 months. And they've really done a great job for us there. In other words, they even started opening early for us just on Wednesdays. And on top of that, they started making breakfast sandwiches. And it's just been great. But we're going to do something different starting in May.
Right, so we've already got several
the very
events.
First one.
Yeah, we've scheduled out that we're going to do.
No nonsense office machines.
No nonsense office. So that's going to be April what?
7th or 8th.
April 7th or 8th.
It's whatever the first Wednesday. No, it's not our choice.
No, it's May.
You're right. It's
May. It's May, not April. We're at Slingers through the end of April.
Yes, you're right.
Yes.
I can't even find the calendar on here. So anyway, it is the first Wednesday in April.
Nope, first Wednesday in May.
You're right.
Yeah.
Keep me straight.
First Wednesday in May, we will be at No Nonsense Office Machines. Everybody knows that's Rick Fowler. He does copiers, printers, builds computers. As a matter of fact, all of our on-air computers he built for us for Find A Radio. So
all mine
built
at
the server and he built that. Yeah. So he does a good job.
This will be our first remote there.
It will be.
It's going to be kind of fun.
Yeah. Yep.
It's going to be kind of fun. He builds gaming systems.
Yeah.
So mark your calendar for May 7th, okay?
Yeah.
All right. I have May 14th available.
You do? Okay.
I have. So can I just give the
offer? And we've
offer?
got more scheduled out.
Right. Oh, yeah, we do. We got May 22nd. We're going to be in Milford.
Okay.
May 22nd. I don't know where we're doing the 29th. I got a couple people thinking about that.
Okay.
So, no, I'm all wrong on my dates. May 7th is Rick Fowler.
Okay.
May 14th is wide open.
Okay.
Okay. May 21st, we're scheduled somewhere else in
21st,
Milford.
we're scheduled in Milford at a property for sale. So I think we'll have more details on that.
And before all that, guess where we're at April 17th?
I know. Boulevard Ford in Lewis.
Yes,
Live
I forgot about
broadcast
that. That's
from
a
Boulevard.
Thursday.
That's a Thursday, 10 a.m.
my
All
gosh.
these times we're talking about are 10 a.m. to noon. Most of them are on Wednesdays, but that one is on a Thursday. So
Yes,
Thursday,
special
10 a.m. to noon.
So we're going to be at Boulevard in Lewis.
Yeah.
So if you want to hire us, here's the simple deal. Usually to hire us, we say we want to do it for 3 months, 4 months, something like that. We're trying an experiment. We're going to go 1 week here, 1 week there, 1 week here. We just have this desire to work even harder, and put in more time. So anyway, if you want to hire us to come do a live remote at your business within Sussex County, Delaware, organization, business, organization, whatever it may be, $275. You immediately think that's per hour. Nope. We're going to work 2 hours for $275. We're going to get there an hour early and everything else. So I hear the other thing. All right. So any questions about all of that, call me, 302-542-9157.
Call or text. You can actually text that number too.
Yeah, text me now.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you,
We'll
Colin.
talk more about that
Yes.
when I come back next time.
You do that. All right. Here he comes, everybody. I've got all my questions ready. And Steve McCarron is going to be here from Amp Electric, or possibly Lickety Splits Ice Cream, or possibly Slinger's Pizza and Grill, or possibly some racetrack somewhere.
All of the above.
All of the above. Here we go. You are a busy young man.
Thank you. And we just heard where are you going to be the first?
April 5th.
April 5th. Well, you were talking about the first weekend in May.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got you the first weekend in April.
Yes, you do.
Coming up next weekend, April 5th from 11 to 2, we're going to do the race car show at Slinger's Pizza and Lickety Splits, and I think it's going to be a good time.
Yep, going to have go-karts?
Good, everything from go-karts to modifies to late models, everything in between.
Mainly circle track? Or whatever.
I believe so. That's what I've heard of. So yeah, clay surface track or circle track.
Is that what you call them, clay surface?
Yeah, dirt surface track.
Did you go to Georgetown last night?
I did.
What was it like?
The track held up really well.
Good.
The conditions were really good. Seemed like a safe racing surface. Instead of a bunch of wrecks, it
was a good night.
Yeah, it was a good night. Yep.
Because people that go to the races sometimes like to see a wreck, but they have no idea how dangerous it is.
That's expensive.
And the next thing is the expense and the time.
When you see everybody lined up and racing behind each other, and last night there was, seemed like multiple lines that you could run. It was a good racing surface. So yeah, I'm glad it looks like he's done a lot of work there this winter and spring. So
good job.
I'm excited. Delmar will be starting up soon, and then it looks like Milford behind that. So yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be should be a good summer. A lot
should
of
be.
local racing.
And you're involved in numerous cars.
We like to help out a little bit. Yeah.
That's nice. I noticed in Slinger's Pizza and Grill, up on the wall, you've got body parts off of race cars.
Yep.
You know,
We wanted to do something unique and support. My brother-in-law and my son, and then a lot of people we know and are friends with are involved in that. So, what better way to celebrate it? A lot of times those body panels are, it's something you're not going to use anymore. So, hey, let's display them.
well, your advertisers need to put that in your advertising pitch. That not only are you going to be on the race car, not only are you going to be in every picture that somebody takes of that,
We need to sell real estate on the wall, huh?
but you're also going to be on the car when we hang the parts on the wall.
Well, we haven't gotten that far. We're just happy to have them up there.
They look
for
great.
viewing. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a great idea. It's a great idea. So what else did you want to talk about today?
Certainly, springtime's picking up. Amp Electric's getting busier. Looking forward to, we've got construction projects. Man, this was a brutal winter.
It was.
And, there was no turning dirt. And, it's going to be a good spring going into summer. What a lot of people saw is there wasn't much commercial investment. And people...
Now things are rolling.
Yeah, I think, there's a lot more stability in decisions people are making. So it seems people are pulling the trigger. And to be honest with you, a lot of it's renovations. So we do a lot of renovation work along the Route 1 corridor. So it's, if you have an empty building and you turn it into something that, a tenant space, that's another employer here. And, even the new locations that are built, I mean, it's really about jobs. And there's a lot of people here that need a good place of employment. So there's still people investing in Sussex County.
For sure.
Yep.
For sure. So you do the electrical work, commercial. You can deal with high voltage. In other words,
480. Yeah, 480. We really don't.
Is there bigger than 480?
Yeah, I mean, there's tens of thousands on power lines. So.
Oh, okay.
For the most part, 480 on down. So
okay,
that's
480
not
on down. 480 sounds big to me. So,
yeah.
All right. So, what else did you want to hit? Do you want to talk about the restaurant? You want to talk about ice cream?
So a little bit.
Do you ever scoop ice cream?
Every once in a while.
Oh,
myself.
okay.
You really don't
want
to.
freezer at home, or you mean at the restaurant?
Now, if they get busy, I do go in there and help scoop. You know what I'm terrible at is like making a milkshake or something that has multiple. We certainly have talented people, a lot more talented than me. If you want 3 scoops of something, I'll take that, and then whoever
can
else
handle
is
that.
in there, can do the milkshake. So
Okay, refill the napkins and straws.
we want to make sure it's right. Don't leave it up to me.
Okay. The little room in between Lickety Splits and Slinger's Pizza, is that for rent?
Yeah, if you have a party, I believe we just let you use it, or maybe there's a small.
So like a
fee for-
birthday party, you can order the pizza on this side, get the ice cream on that side.
Pizza and ice cream is a party, yes.
Okay.
And certainly, that was the intent of it. It is a party room. Sometimes, like the Rotary Club comes in there.
I see that.
And yeah, they'll just have their
But
meetings
they're bringing
there.
30 people that buy lunch.
Yeah, absolutely. And that way you can have somewhere tucked up off to the side. So it's a good party room, but it's also a good meeting room. We do have a TV in there if you need to run some slides. So.
Okay. So that's available. Ice cream's available. Gift cards are available.
Yeah, all the above.
All the above.
We allowed to talk anything a little bit about the county, or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I don't know if anybody paid attention, but it was on Thursday. But there's been a lot of talk about development in Sussex County, and one of the first things we did was the Sussex County Land Use Working Group, and they did have their first meeting on Thursday.
Okay.
They have at least 6 more scheduled on the books right now, and what the intent of that is this working group is it's different people in the industry or people that advocate for the environment, affordable housing. So it's a lot of different interests meeting together to really look at what Sussex County land use should look like. And they had their first meeting, and what's interesting is there was a lot of talk from all groups, not one side about if you're going to protect certain areas, we really need to have a look at density in the areas that are growing. And certainly it's interesting if there's areas that are not suitable for growth.
Okay.
There is areas identified by the county, decades ago that are, whether it's the coastal area or where they've done work with the state of Delaware with the TID. The TID only functions if it's grown out to its intended capacity.
Okay.
So, is it smart to maybe increase the density there where the state of Delaware is working with Sussex County, as they have been for 2 decades, to grow out those areas while we certainly look to protect the areas that aren't identified at this time. But density was one of the interesting things that had come up during that conversation.
How many units per acre?
How many units? Because right now it's a max of 12, and that's really, if you're saying that we really shouldn't be moving farther west or outside unincorporated areas, 12 units per acre really isn't much to put them all in one area, especially if that's where you're going to concentrate your investments in the roads. You're going to concentrate your investments in public transportation.
So you are a county councilman.
Yep.
And this group is a fairly new group, is that right?
Yes, that was their first meeting, yes.
Their first meeting.
We just formed them in January.
And this is where people are saying there's too many houses, there's not enough houses. You get it on both sides, in other words. And why aren't there more stores? Oh, there's too many stores.
Yep.
So this is more about getting the public's input through a group. And they also are figuring out not just I have the complaint, but what is some possible solutions?
Yes. How does it look, and what's it look like going into the future, and how do we turn that into an ordinance?
Right.
Because the most important thing is you can have all the ideas in the world, but we need to make sure we have ordinances that can legally stand up in court. So,
correct.
And that are fair to everybody. There's the second thing is reassessments. If you do not think your reassessment value is fair, there's been a very small percentage of people. I've heard of people appealing, but when you look at the overall percentage, it's very small.
Mm-hmm.
The deadline for reassessment appeal is Monday. So if you do not,
Monday, okay.
yeah. So if you want to appeal, you've really got to get that in by Monday.
Okay.
It's not something that we don't want people to appeal. If you don't think it's fair, please appeal. What we want is a fair process throughout this all. We want everybody treated fairly through it. So if values are out of whack, that's not a good thing. Everybody deserves a fair tax bill. So
right.
But the deadline is Monday, and that's very important that people get that paperwork.
So the deadline is Monday to let them know you want to make an appointment.
That's just, hey, I want to make an appointment and a little brief description of
right.
work. But you still have plenty of time
to get your facts together.
To get your ducks in a row, yes, and get all your documentation and supporting evidence together after that.
Mm-hmm. Well, good. Well, I'm glad you got on the county council.
Well, thank you. It's been really enjoyable so far.
Yeah. But I would just think with your own businesses, you have children, you have a family, you understand what it's like to spend money. You also understand what it's like to earn the money, to spend the money, and to get along with people and to survive in the community. You're well-rounded. Well-rounded. I appreciate that about you. So.
Are we out of time?
No, you're good. Go ahead.
We also have one more big item I'd say that is right in front of us would be on April 8th we're going to be reviewing the facets audits. There's been news in the county, different members of the fire service saying, hey, we really don't think we're getting enough to run our BLS services or our ambulance services,
okay.
And there's strong concern about what that looks like going forward. So April 8th. The county did invest in having, every county in the state of Delaware invested in having a study done of the sustainability of the fire service in their respective county. And Sussex counties will be presented April 8th. And,
is that a public hearing?
It's at the county council meeting. So it will be during the meeting. So if you don't want to be there in person, certainly make sure you tune in. We've got the county council broadcast.
You can't watch it, but you can hear it. Is that right? Or
no, you can watch it.
Oh, you can watch it? Okay.
It's live stream video and audio, and certainly during public comment or during public hearings at the county council meeting, you can call in.
Really?
Yep. So, it's a very open process. You don't have to be there in person.
Okay. You don't even have to have any business. You can have a public comment.
You can just, in the beginning, you can have a public comment about anything. Be honest with you, it can't be specific to a public hearing later on in that day. It's just a general overall comment about any type of business the county handles.
Really?
Yep.
So I could get in there once a week and just say Wellers.com. until they mutiny.
We might catch on.
Just messing with you. Well, Steve, how's it been for you?
Good.
Has it been as much fun as all the brochures said it would be?
It is. If I'm going to go somewhere, Georgetown, there's things that are really worth making sure we get right.
Yeah.
Whether it's development, I've lived here my whole life. My kids, I want them to live here their whole life, and generations to go. So these are all decisions. That's what excites me. That these are all things we need to make sure we get right. Some of these things have been bubbling for a while, whether it's land use or the fire service. We need to make sure we get them right. I really am excited to be part of that equation.
I'm excited that you are part of it.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to leave you, young man.
Thank you, Jim.
Thanks a lot. Did we cover everything?
I think so.
Okay. Well, then we'll see you next Saturday.
Thanks.
See ya. Steve McCarron, Amp Electric. Check him out. Oh, I've dealt with him before, very happy with him, so we didn't really get much time on his business, but lots of different things. So let's just brag on Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling real quick. You say, well, who is the Fitzgeralds, all right? So let's take just a minute and give you a little history lesson here. The Fitzgeralds are in Lincoln, Delaware. And it's the Fitzgeralds, Jack and Karen Fitzgerald. Jack has passed away. His wife, Karen, and her daughter, Kim, and her two sons, Scott and Johnny, they run the business. So it's a family-owned and operated business. Been there since 1935. They're right on the highway, and you say, well, what do they do in there? They recycle scrap metal. Whether it's lead, whether it's copper, whether it's tin, whether it's steel, whether it's aluminum, whatever it may be, you bring anything metal to them and they will pay you cash for it. They buy scrap metal, okay? So anyway, they even buy, like if you had to replace your car battery and you've got the old car battery, they buy those too. Junk batteries. So anyway, it's Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. Now maybe in your backyard you've got an old gas grill or a washer or a dryer or who knows what's back there. If it's metal, they'll buy it, okay? Now, what do they do to make a living? Okay, they sell auto parts. So maybe even if you got an old junk car in the backyard, they will send a truck and load it up and take it away. They don't do that with all your metal, just cars, okay? Cars and trucks and vans and farm equipment, something big, okay? So with all that said, they sell parts. So they sell car parts, they sell body parts, like the body of a car. They sell that. So if you need a part for a car and maybe the price of a new part's a little more than you want to spend, or maybe you need a motor or a transmission, and they could tell you also how many miles are on that motor. Okay, it might be in a fairly new car that was just in an accident and got totaled, but the motor's just fine. So I just want to let you know, Fitzgerald sells parts, okay? Auto parts for automobiles. They also sell crushed concrete. Another form of recycling is where they take big chunks of concrete and crunch them up. So they also sell crushed concrete. So anyway, I just want to let you know, whether you're selling scrap metal, whether you're buying crushed concrete or need some auto parts, Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling on Route 113 in Lincoln is a great place to do business. What is their phone number? It's 302-422-7584. 302-422-7584. It's Fitzgeralds.us on the web, and they're also on the Facebook. All right, what is happening? We're sitting here in the palace. The place is filling up. People are coming, people are going, people are eating, people are smiling, people are talking. If you are hungry, come on into the palace. We're here every Saturday from 7 to 9. Every Saturday morning, we're right here. They are open 7 days a week. So you don't have to come just on Saturday. They're open 7 days a week at the Palace in Milford, Delaware. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, dine-in, take-out, whatever you want to do, okay? So there are some tables left. If you want to come this morning, we're here till 9. Another sponsor of the show that I do want to mention is Ryan Brower. This is Top Flight Heating and Air. They do all types of heating and air work. They also do sell and install tankless hot water heaters, and they also even service regular hot water heaters. If you've never had your hot water heater drained and serviced and checked things over, they offer that service, okay? Don't wait till it's broke. Stay ahead of it, do some maintenance, and it'll make everything last longer and operate more efficiently. So whether it is a hot water heater service, whether it's a new tankless hot water heater, maybe you have your air conditioner and you've not had it serviced in a while. Well, get on their maintenance program for just $20 a month. They'll come out once a year and make sure everything's tip-top shape for your air conditioning unit. And they'll also come out another time during the year and make sure everything is just right for your heating unit, okay? And that's $20 a month. They just hit your credit card once a month for $20 a month, $240 a year. But they do like you to do it monthly, and you have peace of mind. Then if you have a problem, whether it's the heat of the summer or the dead of the winter, you get priority service. You get moved right up on the list because you're in the club. Then also, if you need any parts, service, or repairs, the service call, to just go there, the $99 service call is waived if you're in the club. And anything you need done, you get a discount on your parts or your labor. Philip, we'll see you later, young man. Thank you, Philip. Philip is here today, and he is leaving. You can see him on Sunday mornings at United Church right at the door. Philip and I work the doors together. All right, so anyway, I just want to say Top Flight Heating and Air. What is the phone number? 302-329-8003. 302-829-8003. Or you can go on their website and you can do an appointment right now. You can just simply go to calltopflight.com and say, you know what, I got time next Wednesday, I'm off work, I want to know, can you come out? And the times that are available will be right there, and you can lock them in right now. Calltopflight.com. Give them a call, check them out. They'll do a good job for you. All right, what else is happening? Restaurants busy. People are coming. People are going. Lots of different things. I did want to mention, if you knew of Eddie Pettyjohn or a fan of his services are tomorrow. That is at Crossroad Community Church, just outside of Georgetown. Everybody knows where that's at. From 1 to 3, I believe, is the viewing, and I think the service is at 3. So if you want to, pay your respects to Eddie and, just share with some other friends of his, it's going to be a packed house. And Eddie Pettyjohn was a local racing legend and a good man. I'll tell you what, he was like a gentle giant, in my opinion. He was always had time. I remember back in the Little Lincoln days when he won a race, he would always let kids take their picture with him, climb on the car, whatever. He was always very kind, very humble, good family man, good Christian man, good businessman. And he's just a good guy all the way around. And that is what life is about. It's your dash, how you live your dash from the time you're born to the time you pass, what impressions you make. So me, as a businessman, as a Christian, as a father, as a husband, as a grandfather, Eddie Pettyjohn inspired me. He was a good quality man, and he is already missed and will be missed. So rest in peace, Eddie Pettyjohn, and his family is a good family. Keep them in your prayers, and thank you for all you did. He could drive a stock car. He had a chance to go on the NASCAR circuit, and he just did not want to take that time away from his family. So he didn't do it. And that's like a race car driver's dream, But having a good family is another dream. So that's your heritage, your legacy. All right, enough on Eddie Pettyjohn. His services are tomorrow from 1 to 3 is the viewing, and the services, I believe, are right at 3 at Crossroad Community Church. Now, can we brag on Dry Zone for just a minute? For just a minute, Dry Zone. You know what? Colin wants me to take phone calls, I think, because he said the phones are ready. Are they ready? You got all the lines clear? All right, so you remember the party line? We don't have that. We have a regular phone line. Write down this number, everybody, and then I'll tell you what we're giving away. All right, 302-422. What is it? 302-422-7336, okay? Now, today we're going to get a little silly. We're going to give you an entrance mat that you will put in front of your door at your house or your business, okay? I'm going to hold one up for the radio audience just so you can see it. So please, everybody, look at your radio for just a minute. There it is. Do you see it? It says, come on in and cozy up. This is about a $13 mat. I see them online. I've seen them online for $20-some. It's a brand new floor mat. You wipe your feet on it, okay? We're going to give you one of them for free. And we have got a 2-pack of rain ponchos, disposable for travel, outdoor activities, and more. One size fits all, okay? How do you like that? And this is made, I hate to even tell you where it's made, so I won't. Anyway, get it before the tariffs kick in. All right? So you get 2 rain ponchos and 1 entrance mat. And what do you got to do to get that? You got to call me on the phone right this minute and say, I would like those items for free. And then I'll set them aside for you at Weller's in Bridgeville next week. You pick them up Tuesday through Saturday. So call me right now if you want a pack of rain ponchos and if you want a floor mat for free. Call me right this minute and I'll put your name on the list. 302-422-7336. It's that simple. 422-7336. If you would like an entrance mat or well, you get both. You get the rain ponchos and the entrance mat. No purchase necessary, okay? Just call me right now, 422-7336, and I'll give them to you, okay? Well, you got to pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville next week, Tuesday through Saturday. Okay, now we're going to talk about Dry Zone. No phone call, right? Oh, you got phone calls. I'm sorry. All right, caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
And who am I talking to?
You're talking to Jimmy Joseph.
Jimmy Joseph, how many things have you won in your lifetime, young man?
Not too many.
Not too many. Not enough,
Nope.
right? Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough.
My
All
friend.
right. I'm going to set these aside for you at Weller's, okay?
Okay, Jim. Thank you.
See
now.
ya. Bye. All right, now, there's another caller. Caller, are you there?
Yeah, this is Tony Walston.
Tony Walston. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm calling about the ponchos. They say call in if you want the free ponchos.
All right. And what, do you want them?
Yeah, I do want them.
All right. I'll set them aside for you at Weller's in Bridgeville, okay? Pick them up next week. Next week, Tuesday through Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday.
They'll be waiting for you. Okay. See you, Tony. Bye. All right. So, for my 105.9 audience, switch over right now to Jim Weller on Facebook. Okay, everybody, we're still with you on Fine Day Radio, TV Delmarva. We're right here. So if you ever want to be, well, here, I really want to push these remote broadcasts. So if you're out there and you're watching and you're listening, and you could be in Cape May, New Jersey, too. We will come.
Or Wildwood.
Or Wildwood. There's just an upcharge, okay? There's just like an upcharge.
Yeah, anywhere under our signal in South Jersey there.
Yes, so anyway. But in Sussex County, Delaware, this is the price, $275. And people say, I don't understand why it's so cheap. It's because we just like working for nothing. I mean, it really is cheap. You're getting me and you, plus a couple more people. We're going to come there an hour early. We're going to set up. We're going to do a live show. Then we're going to take down, and we're going to do all that, you know, for $275.
Right.
That sounds...
Bring 3 different vehicles.
Yeah, three different
we need
vehicles.
Parking.
Yeah, and parking and so on. So if you would like us to help your business, that's what we're trying to do. We can't guarantee anything other than people are going to hear us.
Yes,
that's all we can guarantee. But we're going to come to your business. We're going to do a live broadcast. If you want to have some specials, that would be the time to promote them. And we are open-minded to doing that. It's $275. I have right this minute May 14th available. So if you want to do that, text me or call me right this minute, 302-542-9157. I need to hear from you ASAP, as soon as possible.
So we want to fill that date up, is what you're saying.
We do.
All right, $275.
Not April.
May 14th, May 14th,
a
10 a.m. to noon. We'll be there. We'll do a live broadcast, and
it's not $275 per hour. It's $275 for the whole
2 hours.
broadcast.
Yeah, for the 2 hours.
And we promote it the week before.
Right. We're going to make promos. We're going to run them the week before. Well, the week of probably.
Right. The week of.
And we're going to come there. So, but you know, we really do want to get over to South Jersey.
Yes, we do.
We want
and
to.
We have some deals cooking. Yeah.
And we do have a couple deals cooking actually over there. So, but if you're over there, you know, and you want it's $275, but we do have to take the ferry across to you there. So we'll just want to be reimbursed for that. We're not going to upcharge it or anything like that.
If there's any tolls or anything.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Just a little something for our gas, little gas money. But yes, we're very affordable. We're too cheap. We know it. We're just doing this for the fun of it, folks. You know, there's no way we're making money at $275.
Yeah. Well, why don't we just say a price for how much it is?
Fine.
Over there.
Let's go.
$375.
$375.
All right.
All right, there he goes. Talk me into it. $375 if you're in Cape May or Wildwood area.
Yeah.
Or listening
South
audience.
Jersey there. Yep.
South Jersey.
Yep.
Okay.
So, I would say take advantage of that. Give Jim a call right now
May
on his cell phone that's sitting right here. If you call or text, he'll get
We
it.
would like to know.
302
right this minute.
542-9157. We would like
You're
to
not
know.
obligated, but just I want to get talking about it today. If I
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you have a little time. Saturday's the day you kind of do paperwork, stuff
I
like
do.
that. So,
I'm picking up limbs today.
Are you?
I got my grandkids. I'm going to start teaching them how to work.
How to pick up limbs. Wow.
We're going to start
Wow,
with
that's
picking up limbs. That's the first
3-day
thing we're going
training
to do.
to learn how to pick up limbs.
Yep. We'll drag the big ones.
Right.
We're going to take the tractor over to the studio, but the yard is just full of limbs. And I've got Saren and Brody are going to come work with me today.
Yep. September starts raking
I'm going to
training.
be teaching Denise too. So-
Raking training in September.
Yes,
starts.
raking training, yes. And then grass cutting comes along.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, my goodness. So we're going to have a good time, all right?
Hey, I do want to mention again, if you go to finddayradio.com, finddayradio.com, and you're having an event, if you're going to sign up for one of these remote broadcasts, we're going to put that on there as well. But if you're having an event that's like a yard sale or, some kind of community event, your church having a fundraiser, a bake sale, anything like that, there's a craft show somewhere, you can go to finddayradio.com. You can go to the community calendar, which is under events. Right up top, it says events. Click on events. And then there's a way for you to add something to the community calendar. It'll come to us. We'll approve it or deny it. I mean, if it's one of the things we said, or just a normal community event, we'll approve it. And it'll be right there for everybody to see. And we might start, if there's enough of them, we might start actually. You're thinking I'm going to say go broadcast live at your event. No, we're not going to do that. No.
Okay.
I was going to say we'll actually start promoting those. If we get enough of a list on the community calendar, we'll promote that on the radio.
How are we going to charge them for that?
Well, we're not going to because it's a community thing.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. So, a little incentive to go there and to see. So we want it to be a hub for people to find out what's going on.
We'll start advertising the community events.
Exactly. So we'll do, once a week, we'll do a community calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Here's this week's community calendar.
If we work long enough and hard enough for free, we'll be tired.
We'll be known as the people that have worked very hard for free.
Yes. So, but that is kind of what we're doing with the radio station. We're trying to help the community and so on.
We are,
and so forth.
exactly. Yeah.
What else,
And that's
Colin,
what we're
do I
supposed to
need
do
know?
with it. So that's part of what the FCC says you have to do if you own a radio station. You have to make it beneficial for the community.
Well, we're doing a
Serve
good
the
job of it, I
community.
think.
I think so, too.
All right, what
I
else
agree.
do I need to know?
Oh, let's see. We do have some changes. So we've got Yacht Rock Weekend. This will be our third Yacht Rock Weekend coming up. So
I really like it.
at noon. I know
find
you
it
do,
odd that I do, but I do.
Really? Yeah,
Well,
it's good.
I don't normally listen to music.
Yeah.
But I really do enjoy it.
Yeah, it's,
I guess it brings back memories or something when
Yeah,
life
that's
was
what it is.
simpler, in other words. Oh, I remember that, and
life was simpler before the internet.
Before the internet, yeah.
Right.
No doubt about it.
So it's Yacht Rock Weekends on Fine Day 102.3, and also what are some new things? So we're going to be making some changes. I believe they start Monday. So Chris Plant, who's normally on at 9 o'clock in the morning, he's going to be moved to 9 p.m. to midnight, and then we're going to have Armstrong and Getty are hitting that 9 a.m. to noon every day. So that's exciting. I'm excited to get them in that position. That's their live time. So,
right. So that way you're not getting leftovers.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear it. Right.
So,
okay.
All right.
All right.
Good.
Thank you, Colin.
Yep, I'll see you, Jim.
All right. See ya. All right. Next. We are sitting here, and I want to talk real quick about Dry Zone and Hello Garage. All right. So anyway, I just want to let you know that if you need any of the services that Dry Zone provides, they are a great sponsor of the show. They do crawl space encapsulation. They can level up concrete. They can help you if you have a damp or leaky basement, whatever you may need. They help with structural things. Dry Zone does a lot of stuff. Hello Garage can tune up your garage by recoating the floor, putting in some slat wall or shelving or cabinets, whatever it may be. I just want to let you know that Dry Zone can help you with many things. So if you have any questions about the services they offer, they have a lot of information at their websites, whether it's Hello Garage or whether it's Dry Zone. They're always looking to add more people to their team. So any questions, any interest, check them out online at Dry Zone or Hello Garage, or call them at this number, 302 684-5034, and they are always looking to add more people. So if you want any good quality service of the services they offer, check them out, give them a call, tell them I sent you. Now we're going to take a picture, Linda, and this is Miranda. She doesn't even need to know who it is to take the picture. Miranda, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Wonderful. And how's things been at the Palace?
Good.
You've been busy?
Steady.
Steady?
Yeah,
Okay.
some nights
Okay,
this week
steady.
were busy.
Okay.
Other nights weren't as busy, but it was still pretty good.
I think people are starting
It's
to
picking
move.
up, yeah.
They're coming out of hibernation.
Yes, they are.
All right. Other than the pizza specials, you got anything you want to mention or anything we need to know?
I do need full-time wait staff.
Okay.
So I need full-time
busier.
servers. Unfortunately, part-time's really hard. I need somebody that's full-time that can really work what is needed.
Okay.
So
All right. Is that
anybody
30,
with
35 hours a
yeah,
week?
at
Okay.
least if anybody has serving experience and would like to come in and apply or apply online, either
Talk to
way
me.
is fine.
Right.
Yep.
Got to be outward. Got to be pleasant.
Yes.
Got to be a hard worker.
Yes.
Got to care that people are happy
Yes.
and show up on time. Yes.
Yes, most definitely.
Most definitely. So anyway, just reach out to Miranda. You can, but can you apply online?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
go to milfordpalace.com. Make sure
Okay.
it's our website because a lot of times if you Google Milford Pizza Palace, it'll come up somewhere in like Connecticut or something.
Oh.
We get orders all the time that are like,
Okay.
like, oh, I know I placed it on your website or I called the number and I'm like, let me see that number. I'm like, that's not us. So
All right, and let's hit these pizza specials. Monday through Wednesday.
buy any large, get a small cheese free.
Okay, and then you've got Thursday through Sunday.
$5 off any 2 large or large 1 topping pizza and 10 wings for $29.99. You can't combine the two, so you can't do 2 large, 1
Oh,
toppings,
ooh,
and 20
yeah.
wings and still get the 5 off it.
Somebody's tried that already, I can tell. All right, so and you might need to mention these sometimes because they're all busy and could possibly forget.
The Monday through Wednesday, you don't have to mention because sometimes
Okay.
there is confusion. Somebody will order a large and a small, and then they'll come in and they'll have 2 smalls, and they'll be like, "Oh no, I just wanted the special." So I let people know
yes.
Monday through Wednesday, like it's automatic. You order a large pizza, you're getting that small unless you tell us you don't want it.
Right.
The
Okay.
others, we ask that you mention them because those are new, and
Right, they're
some
new.
people just don't want them, or they want something different. So me and my staff tried to mention it, but when it's really busy,
You never know.
yeah,
And you get new staff.
yeah, that
So,
too.
All right, well, I'm going to let you go. So whether you want a job, whether you want some food, or if you want both,
Come
people
see
that
me.
work here are allowed to eat here, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's almost encouraged.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, they are, and we do take care of our staff with employee meals and stuff like that. So
That lady right there, what is her name?
Miss Mary.
Miss Mary does a really good job here. I have
is.
noticed, she does. I have noticed she'll say, would you like this? Would you like your tea? In other words, like she's starting to get everybody's stuff memorized,
I want to
and,
be just like her when I grow up.
She is quite an accomplished young lady. She does a great job. So anyway, as a business owner, I can see people that are, really on their game. And
Yeah.
she is on her game.
She
does
is.
a good job for
She is a great employee.
She is. All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, then I'm going to say thank you and have a good weekend, okay?
You
It's going to
too.
be April before you know it.
I know.
All right. The year is moving on. The first quarter is almost over. All right. Real quick, I want to just mention a couple other things. And what are those other things? I'm going to talk about, Linda Price is coming up. That's kind of exciting. We're going to talk to Linda. She's always a lot of information. And I just want to mention a couple things about Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has been a really nice sponsor of the show. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk to Linda Price first. I want to get that interview under wraps in case I run out of time. All right, here's a picture time. All right, Linda Price, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? It seems like it's
wonderful.
been forever.
It has been. So how's the world treating you?
Treating me well.
Good.
Busy.
You are. I will tell you, you have been funneling some guests to me, and they all seem to brag on you very much. So I want to brag on you just for a minute. You really are an accomplished young lady. You do a good job for the community, and I say thank you very much for that,
thank
okay?
you for that. I appreciate that so much.
Now, one time here recently, you said you got a new dog.
Yes.
But that might have been 6 months to a year ago.
It's actually been a little over a year.
Okay.
Yes.
How is the dog doing?
He's wonderful. He's
Okay.
such great company. I love having him around.
Do
I
ya?
haven't had a dog in probably 40 years. So
40 years?
Yeah, so I was a cat
Wow.
person, and then he just kind of melted my heart. They say that when
Really?
you go into the pound, they pick you.
Okay.
And I truly feel he picked me.
How nice is that?
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Love him to death.
Okay. Well, the chamber.
Yes.
What's happening at the chamber other than it's just growing?
Gosh, there's so much. This month of April, we've added 2 events. We had a women's conference at the end of the month that is sold out. Well, women's luncheon, that's sold
Okay.
out. We had we're starting a young professionals group, young and aspiring
had told me about that.
professionals. And so we had our first event last week, I think it was, and it turned out really well. And Bobby Behrens was part of our little panel that we had.
Okay.
And she told me
I
yesterday.
met her the other day.
She's wonderful, isn't she?
She is amazing.
But she told me yesterday that she already had 3 people that were in that group that
Really?
reached out to her to make some connections. So she said, I couldn't have asked for anything better, and neither could we.
Well, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
Good.
But, something's working. You don't know how it's going to work out, but
Right.
this is going to go forward, and we're going to have a great time with it.
And people are going to grow in business. And they're going to
Absolutely.
network better.
Absolutely.
And they're going to do a better job for their customers.
Well, I try and tell people, from a membership standpoint, it really is all about the networking.
It is.
It's making connections. If you don't come to events, you're not making connections.
And if you don't go out in the sun, you won't get a suntan.
True.
You've got to have exposure.
Yes, you do. You have
You know what I
to.
mean? You've got to have exposure.
And in a good way.
In a good way, but you do. I mean, it's just the bottom line.
Yes, for sure.
So membership, anybody can be a member, or do they have to own a business?
No, we have concerned citizen, we have nonprofit, we have food truck, we have business.
Oh, I didn't know all that.
Yes,
Okay.
we added food truck last year.
Okay.
And then we've always had concerned citizen.
Okay.
So.
Well,
But
that's very good.
home-based business,
Yeah.
so they don't have to have like a brick and mortar kind of a place.
Right.
So
right.
we
'Cause
try
you've
to
got
tailor
hundreds
to
of
every.
members, don't you?
We do. We have about 425 right now.
Very good.
And
Wow.
continuing to grow. We just added 2 last week.
Really? Who are they?
Flex World
Okay.
Fitness and Trusted Health Advisors.
Oh, okay.
He specializes in Medicare and
Really?
Medicaid. Yes.
Okay, steering people through that process.
Yes.
That's
yes.
like going through
and
mud with your eyes
trust me,
closed.
I had to do it through Medicare, and it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know what you don't know.
Right.
And so he's there to
It's
help
important to know that.
you. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so anyway, what do you got planned for the weekend?
Nothing much for the weekend.
Okay.
I'm trying to, see if I can enjoy this 80-degree temperatures that we're supposed to get today.
Would you
or
like to
tomorrow.
learn how to pick up sticks?
Oh, I know how to pick up sticks. That was a
Oh,
game
you
I
want
used.
something to do?
No, not that kind of sticks.
Oh.
I heard you over there.
Oh,
no.
no, right. I'm starting to train my grandkids. I want them to know how to
Remember
work.
the game pickup sticks.
Yep, well,
But
they probably
I'm
know
dating
that.
myself now.
Well, we got limbs and logs and sticks, and we're going to pick them up and throw them in the woods.
I'm
And
sure. I'm
that's
sure.
what we're going to do today. And,
So I have one thing to thank you for.
Oh, okay. What's that?
Because we were actually just talking, Linda and I, that the guests that we have coming for our segment that we do on Wednesdays love you.
Okay.
Love everything. They come in here so nervous, and I keep trying to tell them, calm down, it's not that big of a deal. And then you just make them feel so comfortable, and they just have really great things to say for their experience. So
Really?
I thank you for that. Yes.
Do you have any critiques? Anything I should do better?
No, and I
Okay.
wouldn't even critique you.
Oh, go ahead.
It's really just a matter of making somebody feel comfortable who hasn't really done anything on the radio. I mean, I remember years ago, the first time I did it with you, and I was a nervous wreck, but
Really?
yeah.
Wow. I do try to make everybody have a good time.
You do.
My lack of intelligence helps because I can't never say that they're wrong because I don't know anything.
Well, I
So,
try and tell people, don't think of it as an interview or something like
Just
that.
two people
Just
talking.
have a conversation,
Right.
and that
Right.
makes it all the better.
And I refrain from trying to sell them something. It's all I
You
can
can
do.
do it if you want to. We still have ways to do that.
Okay. So anyway, now today I'm going to be busy, but let's Monday or Tuesday. I got some more brainstorming I want to do. Okay.
I've got your
Yep.
message, so I'll give you a call Monday or Tuesday. But
We're excited. So we appreciate the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce.
well, we appreciate you.
The parade, the Christmas parade. I
Yes.
know it's a ways off.
It's still, I think it's December 5th this year. Always the
think.
first Thursday.
And are there any sponsorship opportunities?
There will be.
Oh, let's back up one.
We got to back up a couple times.
Right, but I meant, don't you need some sponsors for the Easter egg hunt?
We still do.
Okay.
Yes. So if anybody, our Easter egg hunt is April 12th. And so we've got 3 different sponsor levels. So you can do 500, where you can actually sponsor one of the kids' activities, or the bounce house, or face painting, or anything like that. And then you can have your banner or a sign out there, plus we put your logo on our flyer.
Okay.
And then I think there's 250, and you get everything with exception of being put on the flyer, but we do announcements at the event, and then there's a $75 yard sign.
Okay.
So anybody.
So there's an opportunity to help
still is
underwrite the cost.
Yes.
And how many eggs are you distributing?
6,000.
6,000. Now, you personally stay at home in the evenings and stuff these
No.
things? Okay.
We buy them already filled, plastic eggs.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, so, I think a lot of people tend to forget, just like in your business, it's, you have to operate. And the way that you operate, like most of our income comes from memberships, but we still have other expenses that we pay. So that's why we do sponsorships, because we have to underwrite our event. And they're becoming harder and harder and harder to find. So it's when it comes to like Wings and Wheels.
You mean sponsors?
Easter egg hunt is just a smaller one, but like Wings and Wheels, which is coming up in October, that one's a big one for us. So Easter egg hunt, Christmas parade, top out at 500, but Wings and Wheels.
So let's talk about Wings and Wheels for a minute.
So that one is
This is
the
a
first
car show, an air show, airplanes on display, vendors, 20, 30 vendors?
Oh, no. We have about 65 or 70 vendors between food vendors and then the regular vendors.
Event.
It's a big event. We see somewhere between, run around 12,000 people that come out during the day.
So this is something somebody should get involved with.
Yeah, and actually, it's a 2-day event, which a lot of people don't know.
Okay.
So Friday morning, we do a Pathways to Aviation program for high school and now middle school kids.
Okay.
So if there's an interest in aviation, we put these kids in front of all different types of aviation-related vendors, so that they can get a really true sense of what's an opportunity for them, not just a pilot, but other things like a maintainer or something like that. And then we have Friday night, we have a dinner show with a band. This year, I'm hoping to get one of the Army bands to come out.
Oh, really?
So I'm working on that. I just submitted my application. Yes, they do. But they also have a lot of different type of bands.
Okay.
So, us growing up back then, the Army band was just one. It was big band. It was, that kind of thing. But now they have a country rock. They have pop band. They have big band. I mean, they have
There's choices.
Yeah. So we actually have the first one coming June 26th, playing a concert at Georgetown, their concert series, and they're bringing 2 bands.
Okay.
So country and a rock, or pop rock, whatever you want to call it. So then that's in trying to decide on that one, we thought, well, why don't we bring them out? I mean, it's so perfect because Wings and Wheels does revolve around military history, so why not?
Right.
So it's World War II era aircraft. It's, anybody that wants to fly in, like Jeff Corman, the first year he participated with us, I think he had 5 aircraft out there, including Scott's helicopter. And then Scott was also out there for us the last 2 years at our Pathways to Aviation program and talked about getting into crop dusting and doing that kind of thing.
As a career.
Yep. So, and then Saturday, of course, is our main event, which runs from
Wings
10
and
to
Wheels.
4. It's Wings and Wheels.
Wow.
Yep.
So, real quick, how do people get a hold of who?
Okay, so they can go to our website, which is georgetowncoc.com.
COC.com. Okay.
If somebody wants to email us, they can email me at linda@georgetowncoc.com.
Okay.
And they can call my cell phone number, which is 302-396-2739. Always happy to help,
Very
and
helpful.
talk to people.
Yep, you're very helpful. All right, well, I'm going to let you go. Is that okay?
That's okay.
You've done a great job.
Well, thank you so much. And as always, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay. Those people really happy with me?
Yes, they are.
Okay. I just wonder.
I wouldn't tell you that if it wasn't true.
Okay, I didn't know if you were just fluffing my feathers.
No, but I don't want to swallow the head anymore.
Okay, I agree. The headset's only so big.
Right.
All right.
Thanks,
See you,
Jim.
Linda. Take care. Have a good weekend.
You too.
All right, real quick, I'm going to do a sponsor segment for Chick-fil-A. Now, Chick-fil-A, of course, everybody knows where they're at and what they serve. They're really good at what they do. The food is great. It's a great place to work. They do many things for our community. And, you know, whether the line's real long or whatever, it moves right along. But something that we did the other day that I think we might be going to do again was we went to bingo night at Chick-fil-A in Milford. And the next one is April 15th. So it's coming up in a couple weeks. So I want to let you know that all the Chick-fil-A's around have things going on. So there's bingo night in the Milford Chick-fil-A. There's one in April and another one in May. Then there is spring story times, okay, like April 3rd coming up in the Rehoboth Beach Chick-fil-A. So I just want to let you know that your local Chick-fil-A, then they've also got a family bingo night coming up on April 8th. We need to go to the Rehoboth one sometime. And then they got a family night. Join us for Magic and Balloon Animals, okay? So that's at Rehoboth. And then Seaford also has Tales and Treasures. So lots of things happening at your local Chick-fil-A other than food. So check out their Facebook pages and get involved and thank them for their support of our community. We appreciate Chick-fil-A very much. All right, now, do you know, I don't want to mention the name, is the other gentleman here that's going to be on, the very last gentleman on your list. Has he made himself known? Is Scott here? Is Scott here anywhere? So I don't know. So that's fine. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. Okay. What was that? I can't hear you, but I'll go over it later. Okay. So he's not made himself known to you. Is that right? Okay. So I'm going to have Terry up here real quick. Terry Downing, paging Terry Downing. Is Terry Downing here? Can you come up? No, you don't want to today? It's up to you. Okay, no problem. So Terry is here. He's a good supporter of the show, and we say thank you very much to Terry. So I want to go ahead and get Pat Vent on. In fact, I'd rather get Snooky on. Snooky, if you're here, Terry, you were no. Is that right? Oh, no, Terry's coming. Hold up on Snooky. Terry's coming. Come on, Terry. Come on right around and get up here. And then right after that, I'll squeeze Snooky in. I'd like to squeeze Snooky in. So Terry is coming. Real quick, have a seat, Terry. And I thought you were a firm no, and now he's a yes. So say hello.
Hi.
Hi. Just tell us how you're doing.
Oh, I'm doing great, Jim. It's nice to you have me here, and I enjoy your show every Saturday morning.
Now, where are you going today?
I'm going to Dan Gatley's Women's
Expo.
Yeah.
Okay, that is where? Down around Nassau Vineyards or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so the bus is going to take you?
Right.
Okay. I want to thank you for getting up early, catching a bus, and coming to my show on Saturdays.
More welcome.
Okay?
Yeah.
Anything else?
And that'd be it.
All right, have you been retired long?
It's been a long time now.
Is it really?
Yes.
Do you miss working?
I retired 22.
22, all right.
And that was,
do you miss it?
I miss it a little bit, but I don't miss that much.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much, Jim.
All right, thank you, Terry.
You're welcome.
All right, we're going to talk to Snooky real quick. Snooky Vent, what's that? You have them on? There's there? People there on the phone? All right, caller, are you there? All right, let me have one up. Snooky, you have a seat. Caller, are you there? Okay, have they been holding on? Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Snooky, you want to go ahead and take a picture? Well, we'll take the picture. You just sit there and look pretty. All right, so, okay. All right, caller, we're going to say something's wrong on our end and call it a day on the phone calls. I'm sorry. All right, so, Snooky, did you have any memories of Eddie Pettyjohn that you would like to share?
Yes. Me and Eddie worked together when we were kids.
Oh, really? Where at?
We Dad on the phone, pitting beans, plowing,
Really?
And Eddie didn't like doing that kind of work. He wanted to work on equipment.
Oh, so he didn't like picking beans.
No. So he and his dad got together. He said, Eddie, I'll let you work on equipment. So Eddie worked in the garage, working on truck. We had the fastest truck there was going down the highway carrying beans.
He made the trucks go faster?
Yeah, he tuned it up. They'd never been tuned up before.
Oh, these are farm trucks.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Eddie would happen working at the shop. Then the dad got on fire.
Well, he liked turning wrenches.
Yes, he did.
Okay. Did you race against Eddie Pettyjohn?
Yes.
Okay. Was he a good competitor?
The best.
The best. What did he have? A Corvair station wagon?
Yep.
They're hard to find nowadays.
Yep. Eddie was one of the guys that he helped me be better.
Really?
He takes stuff off, helped me tune my car up. He got the competition.
Okay.
race.
Really?
He did. Eddie was a fine guy.
Right. He was a fine guy. I agree with that. All right. Anything else about Eddie Pettyjohn?
Nope.
Okay.
Putting him in that shop, he can need that to go along fine.
Yeah. Isn't that nice that his dad did that?
Yep.
So how old was he then?
I would say we were 14, 15.
Okay. So you were picking beans with Eddie Pettyjohn?
Yeah.
Okay.
So sometime we needed a job.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised you were working that young. Was that your first job?
I can't tell you that. All the time, proof mower.
Okay.
Anything to make a dollar.
So you worked young?
Yep.
Okay. Well, good. All right. Are you excited about going to Dan Gaffney's show?
Yes, Dan's good.
Have you ever seen it?
Yes.
Oh, you have seen it. That's right.
I thought, but Dan is good, and every Monday I turn the radio on about 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And I go to beat Jim calling in, but his wife beat everybody. So I don't call in most time, but
okay. But you call in on Mondays.
No, most time I don't do that. But I go to beat Jim.
Jim Bosco.
Yep.
He's quick, isn't he?
But his wife quick. His wife called in before 4 o'clock.
He's long-winded. Tells these big, long stories. 20 minutes later, Dan can't get rid of him. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, Eddie's going to be missed.
He is.
And,
he is. He's a good guy.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, Snooki. All right. Take care. All right. There you go, everybody. Snooki Vent has some memories of picking beans. Minute and a half. So everybody, I want to say thanks a lot for the people that did call in, and we always like to have some giveaways. We just want you to know I appreciate you. Now, we are debating. I don't know if we're staying here much past April at the Palace. So in the event you're out there and you own a restaurant and you would like us to come to your restaurant and bring people that will hang out during the show and eat breakfast and stuff like that, is that lady waiting to possibly be a winner? Is that what? I thought so. Okay, about 5 after, young lady. All right, so we've got some teenagers here today, and she just wants to go ahead and see if she can win that. How much time I got? Just a minute left? Have you got a minute? Can you come over here and talk? Oh, she said, I don't want to talk. Well, you were talking then. 20 seconds. All right, I'm just messing with you. All right. So anyway, 20 seconds. So thank you, everybody, for watching Weller Does Delmarva. This is a weekly show. We do it right here at the Palace in Milford every Saturday from 7 to 9. Lawrence is back at the studio. Thank you, Lawrence, for everything you do. And we're going to be done. If you ever want to be on the show, get up with me and we'll figure out a way, okay? Thank you. God bless you. Have a good, safe weekend. Goodbye. All right, so for those still listening on Fine Day Radio and TV Delmarva, we say thank you. If you ever want to advertise with us, give me a call at 302-542-9157. I'll get you all the details, and we'll help your business get heard, seen, and known.
The best in talk radio is right here on WNJD, Cape May, Lewis.
Breaking news this hour at townhall.com. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Foreign correspondent Charles Ledesma has an update for us on the parts of southern Asia struck by a powerful earthquake.